Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Friday. Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me, Packer backer, believes they're going to win the Super Bowl, Kyle Wallace.
I'm a believer. What can I say?
With that O-line?
You said what?
With that O-line?
There needs to be some growth that I need to see before I can put my stamp of approval on it, but
Can't ever have conviction.
it's not out of the realm of possibility.
To my left, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up Bradley Nortman.
It's so weird in the NFL. There's a game from 2002 on. Sam Darnold's the quarterback for the Panthers, and he's thrown to DJ Moore. Crazy. And another side note, I'm loving the Badgers being on during our show. Adds a little extra juice, a little extra excitement. Get off to a decent start.
They're
Alex Stroh running the show.
They're underdog. 8.5 point
The
underdog is
disrespect.
crazy.
I know. It's basically the same line that they were on the road at Illinois, and every time they've been this 8 to 12-point dog against very good teams, they pulled off some major upsets. We know that Alex Stroh will be lifting his head up. You should just keep your camera on the whole time so people can see how much you look up at the TV screen to watch the Badgers. And, of course, you can get us on the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. That's 800-990-ESPN. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And, of course, everything's on the ESPN Wisconsin app. This morning in the Brust household, a lot of wind out there.
Breezy.
Windy.
I almost blew over.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
that's
I'm not kidding.
I'm sure.
Not very shocking.
No, I'm literally not joking. I was walking.
we
to
are not thinking
Little
you're
too
joking.
stiff need.
I was walking to the gym this morning. Props to me.
Oh, wow.
And
Look at you.
I was in the middle of the crosswalk on a busy street, and the wind hit me right in the chest, and I had to push. I felt like I was walking through a sandstorm. It's crazy. I probably looked foolish. I was half asleep. I hadn't had any coffee yet. It was bad.
Never go to Florida during hurricane season. We're going to see strokes just swirling in the wind.
That's
just
right.
getting
Picked
taken
right
away.
up.
I live in Wisconsin for a reason. I don't like
Tornadoes
but
would
hurricanes
swoop you
scare me.
away.
But I live in a city, so we're okay for the most part.
You drive up around 4th of July, a storm comes, and you're not going to weigh the car down either.
Oh, no.
Fourth of July. What?
It's tornadoes
And you're going up to the middle of nowhere?
Then you're Strofe would be the person watching the storm from the garage, be like, "Oh, isn't this cool?" And
I
it
do
starts
that.
getting close, and then
I
you
don't
just
know
get
why.
Pick them right up.
thrown
a
away.
There really isn't enough weight to you.
That's very Midwestern man, though, isn't it? To stand on the porch and watch the storm. That's very normal
But it is
behavior in the
quite
Midwest,
beautiful.
isn't it?
What porch do you
It is
have?
beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, what kind of
Beautifully
porch you got?
destructive.
I do not currently have a porch. That's the end of that story. So what were you saying?
2045, Strofe will have a porch.
Oh, yeah.
Got 19 years to get there. So as I was saying before, Strofe was almost, flown into the air from the wind around downtown Milwaukee. The power went out right before we were about to leave the home. Helpless feeling, right?
It's a horrible
You're about to go to work. You're like, the fridge is your number one priority, is it not?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Brad.
Absolutely.
I just went to the grocery store last night.
Oh, cry me a river, you spoon-fed golden children.
That I want to conserve the groceries that I got, specifically the gallon of milk that I got for my daughter. So as I was packing to go, grabbed all the fruits. I was just going to have like a feast at lunch today. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring this whole gallon of 2% milk to the office to contain it.
No, you did not.
Is
smart.
that IPT?
You're
No, that's a
using
smart move.
the company fridge
Yes.
to salvage your groceries. A gallon of milk. How much that gallon of milk cost? $5?
It's not about
$7?
for me, it's not about the money. It's about the fact that I went to the grocery store to get it yesterday, and I was like, I don't want to go back to the grocery store. I already bought the salad. I already have the Screaming Sicilian frozen pizzas for Frozen Pizza Friday.
That's a travesty.
yes.
That's a travesty.
Oh, and then the freezer goes out too. So I'm thinking, do I have to go get more Palermo's frozen pizza for tonight?
Yeah.
So what did you bring to the office? Just the milk? Or did you bring your whole grocery cart?
It came out right before I left.
Mm.
So I was able to do this. I thought Kyle would have been upset if I brought like some opened milk to the office.
No, I mean, you're trying to salvage it now. I wouldn't have brought it to the office. It's cold enough outside where you could have just kept it in your car.
But it's going into a 2-year-old human being.
No.
I would have
fine
thought
with
Kyle
it.
would appreciate the thriftiness that Ben is not willing to.
I didn't have Brad as the one with the. Why would you do that?
It just feels so. The Golden Spoon Boys, here it is again. The Silver Spoon Boys, worried about the electricity being out, like you never had to deal with electricity being out once in a while. Like, oh, I'm so concerned that my power is out. I'm going to lose all this food. Like it was out for what, an hour?
But
This is non-parent talking.
thank you, Brad.
Because you literally, the idea of going to the grocery store right now in my life is like, I get all groceries delivered, basically because of that. Because the
now you're not
rare-
helping your own silver
Cool.
spoon
the
argument.
rare
here.
time that I can go to the grocery store, it's an adventure. You stock up. You can't just be like, okay, I'm just going to go again tomorrow. You've got another human that's walking around your home that's getting in the way of errands like that.
Yeah.
Milk. She
Yeah.
can talk. Milk. Sorry, baby, we don't have it. Drink water.
No,
milk.
I mean-
Milk.
I mean,
milk.
But you can have this food thrown.
Milk.
Maybe
Wait
I'm
till
just-
your kid gets in the throwing food phase. We got one of those right now.
We're not doing throwing food.
They will do
Okay.
the throwing food. You think you're God's gift to parenting without having a parent.
Maybe your seeds ain't doing it. My seed, if it is, it's her mama have. That's
Kyle's
what it
got it
is.
all
It
figured
You're
ain't bad.
blaming all of your future child's faults
on
on
other
your
half.
future
Baby
wife.
girl.
Because listen, baby Wallace wasn't
That's
throwing food like that.
insane.
Nah, we don't do that. We're not throwing food like that. Y'all can say what you want. You throw it, you lose it. You just gonna be hungry.
Then you put
So
it
you're
right-
gonna starve your child.
Nope, my child's gonna understand the value of the food.
They
that
don't
have.
have critical thinking skills.
Well, the Wallace boy or girl will learn critical
when
thinking
you
skills
hear
at a young age.
when you hear of the parent that has given their child pizza bites for 2 straight weeks because it's all they'll eat, you'll have a new appreciation for it.
Yeah, listen,
Because they'll just keep on throwing it if they don't want it.
I was at an event yesterday where a child started crying, and because he was crying, they gave him some candy. And I said, "That's not how you reward a child. That's not. You don't get candy when you cry."
Okay,
Hell
so what
no.
would you have done
I
instead?
would have gave him some healthy veggie chips.
And then throw them.
I don't want
Then
the
what do
healthy
you do?
veggie tips.
Oh, you better not throw nothing in public. Too old for that, huh?
How old was the kid?
3.
That's like peak irrationality.
Oh, y'all can say what y'all want. I'll learn.
You
by
can say
myself.
what you want.
I'll learn by
You
myself.
can say what you
Listen,
want.
you silver spoon boys don't understand what it's like to be middle class.
How does that have any bearing
Nothing to
on
do
the
with
situation?
parenting.
I don't know. But I do know I wouldn't have stressed over the power being. I would have been upset about the power being out. The power goes out all the time. You just hope and wish. Hope and wish. Don't be lazy. Go to the grocery store, Brad. You're not that bougie.
I did see this on the Carbless Talking text line, and then when I told my wife I opened the fridge, she was mad at me. You're not supposed to open the fridge when the power goes out.
Oh, because then you let the...
Yeah.
Cold air
And
out.
then
And it
once I
rushes
did
out.
that and she got mad at me, then I started hoarding everything out of the fridge to bring to the office today.
Yeah, you know,
I was going to turn the office into my own personal fridge.
You know what solves this if you're so afraid of losing all the food? Investing in your home. I don't know, maybe getting a generator.
Yeah, we have a generator.
I know you do.
I don't have a generator. By the way, I knew this was going to happen.
Oh, what happened?
Oh my gosh.
They were just down by 2 points.
28-13, the
Buckets.
Badgers are down.
Buckets,
And again,
yeah.
they can come back with their offensive prowess. But Strofe had to jump in on the Badgers.
Yeah, the minute Strofe gave his seal of approval on Badgers -7.5.
Illinois went on a 23-3 run as soon as Alex Strofe jumped in.
It's kind of been a kiss of death for me the last 16 or so hours.
I feel like you were saying this last year.
Well,
gonna
that was the real
discourage you?
tournament.
This is going to discourage further
Brad, shut up.
wagering.
Brad, I was just told to be nice to Brad. Brad, do I look like a quitter to you?
You look like a smart guy to me.
Let's try this again. Ben, do I look like a quitter to you?
I know you quit.
Kyle, let's try one more time. Do I look like a quitter to you?
Yes, you do.
All right, well, that did not go the way I thought it was going to go, so
Bro,
I'm going to quit
working
trying.
out. So
You
yeah,
don't- there's
No, you quit working out after you said you're going to do it nonstop. Now,
What are you talking about? I went today.
You are a revisionist history
yes.
type guy.
He forgets the past and only remembers the thing that are important to his brain, which makes you probably
I
who you
actually
are.
don't know what you're talking about.
Bro,
The day after you did one workout, you were too sore to go in.
I missed one day.
And then on Saturday, you also worked out the day, like 3 days after the combine. You didn't go in on Sunday either.
Yes, I did. I went with
I
Kyle.
saw you, not the first Sunday. Not the first Sunday. You skipped 2 workouts within 4 days of being embarrassed by 10 million people not being able to lift
Sunday we
95
went.
pounds.
No, I don't think we
Dude,
went
you
the
missed
first
2 workouts in 4 days.
We don't work out twice.
Yeah, but it's only been 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. Well, you definitely missed that Saturday
I did miss that Saturday. That's correct.
and that Friday.
No, I went that Friday. That was when I didn't know what I
Regardless,
was
you
doing.
missed 2.
No,
dude.
you didn't. He lied.
He missed 2.
No, he lied because that Friday I saw you out, didn't I? Because you were going.
No, morning I went. Friday morning. Remember I did
Then he
the light
didn't go
thing?
Saturday and he
Said I
didn't
was
go
playing in
Monday.
the gym.
We're getting into the semantics. He missed 2. You're a quitter.
Are you starting
are.
to see your body take shape?
Yeah,
No.
I'm jacked now.
Seriously, have you noticed any muscle definition change?
I haven't looked in the mirror. I don't know.
Yes, you
lie.
have.
You
All
a
guys
lie.
look in the mirror.
Everybody.
You get out of the shower, you get a glimpse of yourself in the mirror.
Yeah,
See how you're
not-
looking.
Not
Different
really. I
angles.
get ready.
Strofe, I don't know. Strofe, I don't know what to believe what comes out of his mouth.
I'm starting to
This
get
kid, out of
confused
all the
every
people
day.
how handsome he thinks he is, he's going to tell me he doesn't look in the mirror?
Yeah, come on.
What are you
Right?
talking about?
The way he thinks of himself in such high regard, he doesn't look in the mirror.
Is your body that sickly looking that you don't even want to see it yourself?
He closes his eyes when he brushes his teeth.
I can't see. Walking around like a damn ghost and around.
Clothes starting to get tighter in a good way?
Yeah.
No.
See, you lie just as much as Goody does.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. That's wild.
That was more a joke than a lie. I know my clothes aren't getting tighter. It's been a week. It's been 2 weeks.
I would have thought at this point there'd
Yeah,
be
at this
a little
point, there usually
change.
is a little pump with all that
There's a
creatine.
little, pump right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking
See, you
for.
hear
It's a
that?
little pump.
Solid.
You feel like a man.
Your bone.
Solid.
Feel
Yeah.
thick.
That's that.
Firm.
Your chest bone.
Yeah, that's the bone.
All right, you guys are making me uncomfortable. Can we move on?
Oh, no. We weren't just celebrating Strofe, so he got mad and we have to move on.
I like
It's usually
this.
how it goes.
Ben and Strofe are back not on good terms.
Yeah, because again, he tried to justify that he's not a quitter when he literally quit
But
2
wait, hold
workouts
on.
within the
Okay.
first
No,
5
no,
days
you
of
know
getting
what?
embarrassed.
We're going back to this. So last week I made the comparison of Brewers math. Remember we did that with Captain Jared, which I hope we do again this year.
Brewers math.
Brewers math
Powerful.
will be back. And you know, he always said, "Oh, well, it's game 83, which means we're like only in the second quarter of week 2." We are still in the first quarter of the first game of the season, Ben.
It
I
is
didn't
so
quit.
different.
I just had a second down.
This is so
I
different.
just got sacked on second down. That's all that happened. I didn't quit.
It's actually a pretty
The
good
difference
analogy.
between
Good
you
Brewers math.
and the Brewers is there's talent and they do it on a consistent basis. The easiest part of starting to work out in your journey is the first 2 weeks. That's when you're most motivated. And you quit 2 times within the first 5 days of you not lifting 95 pounds.
Yeah, you did skip
You're
that
stuck
one
on the
day.
past, man. I've been in there like every day.
Yeah, wait till Summerfest comes around. And then he's going to be like, yeah, I just couldn't get
Took
out of
one
bed.
day off this week.
Did you really? Only one?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm getting texts from Ron on the Key that he's not actually sending pictures anymore.
I locked my phone in the office.
The last
this
3
morning.
it just so happens that the last 3 workouts he hasn't sent picture evidence that he's working out for a bet that they've committed money to a charity to. So it's all a lie. It all just seems like a lie.
How did you locked your phone?
Yeah, so I stopped into the office because I work at the gym that's here, the scene of the crime, if you will. And I came into the office to drop my work bag off, and I took my coat off and put it on my desk, and my phone was in my coat pocket.
What time?
7 a.m. And I walked back to the gym, and I took my headphones out to plug them into my phone so I could listen to music while I worked out. And I said, oh, no, I don't have a phone. So I walked back to the office, and then I came to the realization the only way to get into our office, fellas, is if...
Not true. You can take the elevator down. You can bang on one of these windows because after 7 you have 3
People
different
here.
shows going on. And you
And so
Hey,
what did you
please
do
let me
during
in.
your workout? You just listen to nothing?
I just listened to nothing.
Oh, I know that workout
Wow.
was trash.
Trash.
Oh, and there was a dude on the treadmill that was listening to what's the song by 50 Cent?
Mini Men.
No, not Many Men.
In the Club?
In the Club, yes. In the Club by 50
nice.
Cent. On the treadmill, no headphones. Just blasting into club by 50 Cent right when I walked in.
Z and the D is right, going back to Kyle being the parent expert. It's funny to hear Kyle, who doesn't have a kid, talk about parenting.
Z and D is
like
funny
I'm going to listen to a guy that sits on the toilet for 30 minutes on company time. Get out of here, Kyle.
Oh, shut up.
You take your watch off, you take your shirt off, you take your shoes off.
You're going to miss this.
Why is he so worried about what I do in my own work time and private
Because it's
time?
very interesting how you are an expert on something that you've never experienced.
Z and the D. Nobody cares about Z and the D. Didn't he lose to you? Are you smarter than Ben Brust? Z and the D is a dummy.
Oh, budding rivalry.
Dummy and
I like
Z.
it.
Or D, whatever you want to call him.
Potawatomi put up the NFC North odds back up. It's a shocking development. The Green Bay Packers made moves in free agency. Did they catch Detroit? Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half-an-hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that.
That's your whole lunch break.
I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Don't miss a moment of the basketball tournament action this March at 3rd Street Market Hall. Home to your one-stop, must-stop viewing destination, 3rd Street Market Hall has over 20 locally owned food vendors, a 30 self-serve beer wall, over 50 HD TVs, plus game day specials. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch, 3rd Street Market Hall is your downtown home for basketball this March.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Viroqua sophomore Elias Schwem. Schwem delivered a dominant postseason performance, pouring in 37 points, grabbing 14 rebounds, and adding 5 assists in Viroqua's 68-63 regional semifinal win over West Salem, the program's first regional semifinal victory since 2000. Earlier this season, she surpassed the 1,000-point career milestone as just a sophomore and is averaging 23 points per game, helping lead Viroqua to a 16-9 record. A standout three-sport athlete who also competes in cross-country and track and field, Schwem continues to make her mark across every season. Congratulations to Elias Schwem, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
It's Mike with Infinity Exteriors. I've seen it all, Wisconsin. Sketchy sales gimmicks for low-quality windows, siding that costs more than a new home, fly-by-night roofers. 60,000 happy customers made a better choice. Infinity Exteriors roofing, siding, and windows all come with our lifetime workmanship warranty, no overcharges, and transparent pricing. At Infinity Exteriors, we're on a mission to save our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Looking up at the Marquette banners, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Number 24, retired, honoring George Thompson. Too bad he didn't wear 40. He was Marquette's all-time leading scorer for 40 years, and he played only 3 seasons. Al McGuire said it best. Everything at Marquette changed after George Thompson, a high school superstar in the New York City area, came here. And years later, Shaka Smart added, for those that weren't around in 1969, George Thompson, the original Dwayne Wade. Your business is unique, and your health plan should be too. At United Healthcare, our group health plans are built for you and your employees. Whether you're running a small startup or managing a large enterprise, we offer solutions designed to fit your needs, your goals, and your budget. Explore your options today at uhc.com/Wisconsin. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company or its affiliates. Administrative services provided by United Healthcare Services, Inc. or their affiliates. Health plan coverage provided by or through United Healthcare of Wisconsin, Inc.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Let's take a look at the NFC North. Odds to win the division after some movement in free agency. What if I told you it's not what you think it is? Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
I wonder what it is. There haven't been a lot of fireworks in the NFC North.
The Detroit Lions have stayed put. Plus 165 is the favorites to win the NFC North.
Better not hear Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings? I'm a lie. The Green Bay Packers are
tied.
Second, but they went from plus 170 to plus 190.
What? Wow. Sounds like some value to
I was going to say, they say buy the dip, sell the rip.
Yeah, that sounds like some value to me. I think this Green Bay Packers team, I think people are overthinking how valuable Quay Walker really was to this team. I don't think he was that valuable.
Odds don't really reflect like a player like that.
How do we move? How do we lose ground?
So Detroit's first?
Didn't move. The Bears actually also moved the wrong way. They were plus 325 to plus 330. Now with Kyler, they go from plus 750 to plus 600, those Minnesota Vikings. So still far and away the fourth best odds. But the Packers from plus 175 to plus 190. But like honestly,
Rashawn Gary effect.
What I'm asking you right now is, do they win the division, right? Like it's close enough. Like it's not that far off from Detroit. Do they finally win the division this year? Do they? Somebody give me an answer. Yes or no? Do they finally win the division? The longer I wait for one of you to jump in, the more I fear that you don't believe they're going to do it.
To me, it's a no. They should, but I don't think they will. Here's why. The offensive line will be an Achilles heel for this team. It will be something that will prevent this offense from really getting going, which is going to be running game and the passing game with Jordan Love. So you're talking about an offense that basically has to be top 10 to top 5 in order for this team to win the division. And I don't think they're going to do it because I think this offensive line is that far off. Zach Tom, your only great to elite player coming off a major surgery. At least 3 of the 5 are average at best. Very unproven, 0 snaps together. A bad O-line is something that can derail an entire season. So I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they're probably going to get 10 wins again. But I don't think this offense is going to be necessarily great because the O-line and the defense, maybe at best you substituted some players that were able to kind of keep the train on the tracks, right? Quay Walker versus Zaire Franklin, probably a toss-up. Nate Hobbs, I guess it's a slight improvement with St. Juste. Maybe the D-line is slightly better, but I'm afraid Micah is going to be slightly worse coming off a major injury. So, uncertain Gannon. I think Detroit is well-primed to win this division, not Green Bay.
Do you believe that the Green Bay Packers finally win the division after 4 years of not doing so? And 3 years without LaFleur and Love doing so as well. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Kyle?
It is clear to me that the Green Bay Packers are going to win the NFC North this year. It is just time. The Green Bay Packers, without a doubt, have the best quarterback in the NFC North. And you're going to be talking about a healthy running back finally coming back in Josh Jacobs for this next season. In addition to that, you're talking about an offense that's going to have Christian Watson finally healthy at the same time that Tucker Kraft is healthy. Those were your best 2 catchers last season, and they never pass catchers, whatever you want to call them. They were your best 2 threats, and they didn't play games together last year. So this is why I think it is imperative for people to understand that this offense is going to be better, and they are going to be more consistent. And already under Jordan Love, not last year, but 2 seasons ago. Last year they were doing very well, and then they kind of fell off late. But last year, 2 years ago in 2024, the Green Bay Packers had a really good offense that was trending in the right direction. Are there question marks around the offensive line? Yes, there are question marks, but everything everything else on that offense is a solidified baller. Whether it's a baller at tight end, ballers at receivers, baller at running back, baller at quarterback, this offense has all the ingredients to be great if that offensive line can, all they have to do is be solid. And then you look at the defensive side of football, Brad, I don't know why you're taking shots at Jonathan Gannon. He got a head coaching job because he coached the defense to a Super Bowl. He got a head coaching job.
With a hell of a lot of talent.
He got but talent that he was able to cultivate and get the most out of him. So we cannot give him the credit that he deserves for growing that defense in Philadelphia. And now he's coming to Green Bay,
Jeff
and they brought one of his
the
boys
same
here.
thing. Coach defense, got a head coaching job. It's not like this defense was far and away the best unit there was.
The defense was playing very well before Micah Parsons went hurt and Devontae Wyatt went down. It was a great unit despite having the cornerback play that we did, or not really cornerback play, but the cornerbacks that we have. When I look at this defense and what they were able to do, you subtract Rashawn Gary and you bring in Javon Hargrave, a guy who is a solidified veteran. Hopefully you'll get Micah Parsons back being healthy and ready to go. Devontae Wyatt back ready to go. A Zaire Franklin that brings leadership and maturity to this defense, because the biggest issue we had last year, it wasn't because the Packers are getting blown out each and every week. It was because the Packers didn't know how to finish games. This season, we're going to see the Packers finish games, and that is why they will win the NFC North. Period.
City girls. The way that you lay that out, like, you made my argument for me in a way. I don't disagree that everything else around the offense has some baller status. You have a workhorse back. You have a receiver that came off of ACL that played really, really well outside of expectations coming off the ACL. Jaden Reed coming back healthy. Matthew Golden, all those things. Tucker Kraft, all those things.
All of them.
Great.
But the offensive line, we just graded them based off what we know about them. There were 4 average guys and 1 great to elite guy. And we heard you. We heard your ass. Kyle, we heard you.
We're all working off assumptions. I'm working off the assumption that the offensive line could be solid. Y'all working off the assumption that the offensive line won't be good.
I'm working off an assumption of what I've seen, and I can't just make them be solid without them proving it. How am I supposed to go? And Matt LaFleur hasn't done this with better offensive lines. So why would I assume that Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love, with the offensive line that they have, that it's not that they're going to be a bad offense. I have a fear that they won't be able to unleash what they're capable of because they're trusting Jordan Morgan in his first year full-time at left tackle, because they've restructured Aaron Banks, who nobody was impressed with. Everyone said yesterday when we voted that he is average. Sean Ryan played 8 games at center. Anthony Belton's a second-round pick in his second year, and Zach Tom is great. But that's not enough. That is not enough. And depth has been an issue for this team, especially at the offensive line. And you have 5 guys. That's it. 1 goes down. Jordan Love's going to be running for his life already, and then you're not unlocking the potential that you have. We don't know what the year-to-year changeover from Halfley to Gannon will be. It's not like if they're going to change schemes, there's an adjustment period there. You don't have Micah likely at week 1. There's so many different things that are not lining up where I can confidently say, I want to confidently say they'll win the division. I can't.
I can't believe you just took a shot at the depth. Darian Kennard's a hell of a receiver as well.
If he stumbles and fumbles and bumbles. But he couldn't make the field as a tackle last year.
Listen, one thing we all can agree on, it will be an absolute travesty if the Green Bay Packers go into next season and we think the offensive line could be their Achilles heel, and it turns out to be that way. That is, to me, it might be a fireable offense from Goody, because that will be the one thing that would limit this offense. But
You're already giving Goody a fireable offense after you celebrated him the last 3-4 days?
That's what's hard, right? Because they have so much talent elsewhere. He's made such good decisions, like all the things Ben said. And this team does have a ton of talent, but Ben, you phrased it perfectly. The offensive line could get in the way of that great talent being able to be showcased like it should.
Well, the offensive line, listen, I'm just banking on this.
You're banking on Aaron Banks?
To be the man that we paid him to be. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. I understand there's no guarantees in the NFL, and there's no guarantees with this offensive line. But I'm looking from an optimistic standpoint that, again, you invested so much in this offensive line, from a first-round pick to a second-round pick to Zach Tom getting paid.
That doesn't mean anything. We've seen them on the field.
It's not like there has been a major investment made by the talent evaluators on
There was a major investment in the defensive line 2 years ago, and Brad said 20% of their overall cap was on the defensive line. They couldn't get pressure, and they had to go get Micah.
They've overhauled the whole thing.
Again,
Investment doesn't mean results, and you should know that based off Rashawn Gary.
Investment doesn't mean results, but when you have guys who are young in their career, guys young in a position, there is an opportunity to see some type of growth.
You're using young to win a division that is one of the hardest divisions in the NFL.
I just saw the New England Patriots with a rookie left guard and left tackle go to a Super Bowl who were questionable. And so all I'm saying is when I think about the Green Bay Packers, there is an opportunity that if this offensive line is just solid to average, that this offense can be a top 10 offense, and this team will win the NFC North. They are building in that direction, and that is what the results will be.
Kyle's blind. Diana McGuanago can see. She doesn't believe anything good can happen with Goody at the general manager position. Diana McGuanago, Dirty D, it's a great day to be alive this Friday. Dirty D going once. I said it's a great day to be alive. Are you alive? Going twice?
Sure.
Where you at, Dirty D?
Amber alert for Dirty D on the Carbless talking text line, 800-990-3776.
What happened?
I don't know.
She good? Stroke, call her back, Stroke.
Make sure she's good, all right? Talk to make sure
she's going through it right.
Yeah. It's your job. Your job the rest of the show is to make sure she's found.
I got to find her phone number. I'm on it.
Yeah. No, your phone number's in. You can just call it back in the system.
Don chimes in. Kyle's Mr. Ultra Positive again. Hard to keep up in his mood swings. He's a fan of blowing in the wind. Mark this show and play it back when he boasts and they fail.
I don't know how you can overlook and discount the other teams in the division. Now you've got Kevin O'Connell with a competent quarterback. Anytime he's at a competent quarterback.
They won 8 games with J.J. McCarthy and Carson Wentz.
They are going to be a tough out. We know what Chicago did last year. And Detroit's going to have a 4th-place schedule. And meanwhile, from the Pro Football Focus Top 100 player list, they had more players than any other team in the NFC North. 4 of the top 20 and 3 of the top 10.
We'll continue this conversation as Kyle will continue to blow smoke up all of your ears as you listen to him just gush over his blind faith based off of what that they've done in the last 4 years to make you think that anything would be different this year. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talking text line. Speaking of Kyler Murray, this was shocking. He grew up a Vikings fan, and he cried when Favre didn't get the Vikings to the Super Bowl. This ties back to the Green Bay Packers next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
Kid's got the longest rope in radio. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You could take that one of 2 ways, and I agree with both.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, King. I see you, the confident.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Amore, pepperoni, amore, mozzarella, amore. Screaming Sicilian, screaming Sicilian.
Screaming Sicilian frozen pizza. More toppings, more flavor. More is amore.
You asked and Carbless delivered. The fan favorite grapefruit flavor now has its own 4-pack all to itself. That bold, bright, perfectly balanced citrus taste that you've been pulling from the variety pack, it's now front and center in 4 cans, 1 box. Crisp, refreshing, not too sweet, and nothing else has changed. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories and gluten-free. Clean ingredients and big flavor. Always no compromises. Grab the new Carbless grapefruit 4-pack wherever you get your Carbless and find a location near you at drinkcarbless.com. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold a lie with sportswear, too. You pay a fortune for big-name gear, a fancy logo, a slogan, and it still stinks. Iron Jock doesn't play that game. Silver ion technology is woven into every thread, killing 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria. And now, through March 22nd, our listeners can get 40% off all Iron Jock hoodies with the code HOODIE40. That's HOODIE 40. Shop now at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Don't think twice. Go Dice.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. For 70 years, Geis has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geisdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Go Dice.
In healthcare, change is constant. Fifth Third Bank helps organizations navigate that change with local expertise and comprehensive financial solutions. From capital structure optimization to revenue cycle support and commercial payment tools, Fifth Third empowers sustainable growth. For nearly 20 years, the Milwaukee team has partnered with healthcare and not-for-profit organizations, building trusted, long-term relationships. Experience the difference only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association, member FDIC.
Make your fitness goals last with Johnson Fitness and Wellness, the largest specialty fitness retailer in the country with 5 locations in the Milwaukee area. At Johnson Fitness and Wellness, you'll find top-rated treadmills, strength equipment, ellipticals, bikes, and more, all guided by certified fitness experts who match the right equipment to your goals, space, and budget. And with white glove delivery and installation, plus flexible financing options, you can build your home gym with confidence. Visit one of their stores today or online at johnsonfitness.com.
Come grow with us at Glenroy. For more than 6 decades, our family-owned company has built its reputation on quality, reliability, and providing strong career opportunities in our community. As the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Here, you'll find competitive wages, a clean, modern workspace, fully vested 401k, yearly bonus award, and the chance to build a manufacturing career with purpose. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Yes, Mr. Alex Strofe running the show.
I have exciting news. I've been able to locate Diana and McClellan.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, I was nervous.
We thought we lost her.
Never know out there. Windy day. You almost got blown over.
I almost got blown away. I was worried about Diana. Diana McQuanigo, we welcome you into KBN. Hello, Diana.
Hello, guys. I'm okay, but it's not really a great day to be alive. One of our big trees cracked in half and took out some of the fence.
Oh, no.
And it scared the heck out of me.
Oh, no.
At least it didn't hit the house.
But Diana,
and we did lose
it's still
power.
a good day to be alive. You'd rather not be not alive, right?
Yeah, we lost power a little bit this morning, but at least that's back on. But I have a couple questions for you. And Strofe, you promised me you wouldn't let Ben hang up on me.
That's true.
He may have promised that, but he can't live up to his promises.
He can't guarantee that.
I was just curious. It says KBN, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. How come Kyle's not the host?
Oh, good question. Good question.
I'm curious.
Because he gets anxiety every time he hosts.
No.
He does.
He does. He admitted that.
True.
I didn't want it. You know, Ben Brust needs all the attention, so I didn't want it. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna throw.
Second question before you're dumped.
Second question? I told Strofe, and I meant every word of it, he is the glue of your show. How come his name...
Yep, all right, that's enough out of her. His name does not belong anywhere near the title.
That was perfect. Dirty D, you went too far. You went too
always
far.
go too far.
You're trying to cause division in our show, asking why the K is first. Why am I not hosting the show? Because we want Ben to host the show. He's great at what he does, and Strofe does not need to be on our show. That's disrespectful to Chris. Chris was our original producer.
Chris is like, I don't care.
So if you ain't got nothing to say, he just sitting there smiling.
Strofe, do you want your initial on KBN?
That's too many initials.
It becomes like a weird acronym then.
KBN and
Well,
Strofe.
KBN's already a weird acronym, but yeah, it becomes a weirder acronym.
So as I was mentioning before, Diana McGuanago completely dismissed Brad saying, isn't it better to be alive than not alive?
And then
She's just like, the power is out.
Okay.
Kyler Murray cried when Brett Favre threw an interception for the Vikings against the Saints in the NFC Championship game. Apparently Kyler Murray, who signed with the Vikings, was a Vikings fan growing up. Brett Favre quote tweeted that with his own statement saying, That's the loss that hurts most.
He a lie. I know
That's the loss that hurts most.
No, maybe physically.
We had a real chance to win a Super Bowl that year, but it wasn't meant to be. He didn't specify with the Vikings or with the Packers. Kyle, you're a Favre guy.
Was. What the hell he mean that one hurts the most? Did he forget about the 1998 Super Bowl? He forget about 2007 playoff game? Or was that 2008? That was 2008 playoff
Giants,
game against
2007
New York,
season, 2008 playoffs.
against the Giants, where he was looking freezing cold out there, and then overtime he threw an interception.
Horrible
to throw the game away and act like it didn't matter. What?
Yeah, this is where I start to get emotional about the Green Bay Packers.
Let them
This
have
was
it, Brad.
Peak Packer fanhood. I want to talk about a year that they had a Super Bowl caliber team. How about that 1998 Super Bowl? I went back and I looked at the box scores because my 8-year-old self tries to put that away, pretend like it never happens. Up until that point, I was of the belief as a young Packer fan child whose heart was broken by Desmond Howard. Desmond Howard, please don't leave the Packers. I thought all the Packers do is win Super Bowls. This is my new life.
Brett Favre spit on all your faces today.
He sure did. And
that's the loss that hurts most. The NFC Championship game with the Vikings, he's saying to your childhood.
I hope he just means physically, because he did get physically beaten in that game. But how could it not be that Super Bowl game? I went back and looked at the box score. John Elway had like 120 yards passing, no touchdowns, 1 interception. The Packers had an opportunity at the end of the game to win the game. They let them run right down the field. It was just, that has to be the game. That has to be the game that hurts most for Brett Favre.
Yeah, I don't understand why Brett Favre would say that.
It hurts me the most.
I get it. He was older trying to win the Super Bowl. Maybe that's the one that he remembers the most because of the fact it was the most recent one. But simply
see what you did there. I don't know. Were you trying to do that?
Maybe some things get fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't want to get that community mad at me. But what I will say is that 2008 playoff game, 2007 season, where Brett Favre had an opportunity to potentially leave Green Bay on a high note by going to a Super Bowl, getting back to a Super Bowl, something he hadn't been to in a decade, and he failed. That one should hurt because Green Bay gave him everything. He gave us everything, but in the end, that should be the one that's...
What if I ask you this then? And KBN Nation, 800-990-3776, Carbo's Talking text line. Between Favre and Rodgers, who has the most heartbreaking loss? Because
Losses or singular loss?
Loss. Because for Rodgers, you can point to 11, 15-1, don't get it done off the Super Bowl. You can count to 16. You can add, same thing. You can add
What's happening?
2016 against the years.
What's wrong?
I hate how the NFL just all is in the same year.
You talking about what happened in 2016?
Because you were doing it 2007 season, 2008, Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, that was 2014, wasn't it?
But wasn't it 15
calendar year?
It was the 15.
It drives me nuts. So we'll just call them games. Seattle, Giants, Buccaneers for Rodgers. Favre, Broncos, Giants. Which one of those hurts you the most?
I mean,
it's the Super Bowl. It's the 97 Super Bowl for me. The only other one that feels close to me is the 2011 season, because that was going to be a back-to-back year. That was basically the same team that won the Super Bowl. It was my senior, and selfishly speaking, it was my senior year of college. I didn't know if I was going to play in the NFL or not, so I was still a big Packer fan. That was the last game that I ever got to call myself a pure Packer fan. And Rodgers went out there, played a crap game. They let Hakeem Nicks get like 150 yards receiving and like 3 touchdowns. The defense got torched. I thought it was going to be back-to-back Super Bowls. So mark me down for 97 season losing to the Broncos and the 2011 season losing to the Giants. Because not only that, though, those were years where if you were to advance, the Packers were already in the Super Bowl in 97, but that 2011 season, they were going to play a flawed New England Patriots team. That's who the Giants ended up playing, was Tom Brady and the team. That wasn't a great Patriots team. It was a good Patriots team. It wasn't great. So that was the years where it hurts the most. It's not a close second for me.
Rodgers obviously 1-4 in NFC Championship games. The one that he won, they won the Super Bowl, 2010. So you got 4 options, obviously, for Rodgers when it comes to a singular game. If you wanted to add in the 2021 season against San Francisco when they were the 1 seed, he put up an absolute dud.
Awful.
A dud.
Awful.
And the special teams punt block obviously was the dagger.
Oh, yeah, the dagger. The Packers offense didn't do anything.
But
they scored one touchdown
wouldn't you put that more onto him then, even more so, and heighten that?
That one falls on Rodgers, but Rodgers' worst one is that one, because the game that will sting Green Bay Packers fans forever will be the NFC Championship game against Seattle, against the Legion of Boom.
But I'm talking about Favre and Rodgers specifically. Well, not from a team standpoint, because there was a lot of team things that happened in the Seattle game.
That's true, but at the end of the day...
we hear Brian Bulaga talk about Mike McCarthy's play calling.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we sure do, because
so that's why I don't want to say that you remove Rodgers from the equation, because nobody knew better than to change the line of scrimmage if you didn't like something Aaron Rodgers.
Well, that is the game for me as a Packer fan, and when I think about my quarterback and I think about my team, that I will always think about Aaron Rodgers leading the Green Bay Packers and why he never got back to a Super Bowl yet in his career, and he only got to one, is because his team could not hold on when they had Seattle on the ropes. They had a victory. They got the interception where Julius Peppers told them to go down, get down. That one stings. And then Brett Favre, I'm telling you, the one that stings the most, and it should for Brett Favre, was that 2008 playoff game against the New York Giants where you had an opportunity to have a storybook ending. That is what that was supposed to be. The greatest quarterback of all time, in my mind at that time, was Brett Favre, and he can go out on top while leading the Green Bay Packers in his late 30s back to the Super Bowl and back to winning a Super Bowl and bringing the Lombardi Trophy home in over a decade. That's what that game was supposed to be, and it ended up not happening.
Which Favre or Rodgers loss in either a Super Bowl, which is only Favre, or Rodgers in the playoffs hurts the most? 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line. Petey Paulo chimes in, has to be Seattle for me. Tim chimes in with 4th and 17.
Oh.
Billy.
4th and 26.
4th and 27.
4th and 26. 4th and
26.
4th and 26.
Freddie Mitchell.
Oh.
FedEx Freddie.
Unbelievable.
I remember
watching that live.
Yeah.
And already counting the victory. We're good to go.
We've had so many.
You were doing that yesterday with the Badgers when they were blowing the lead, Brad. You got to start counting victories.
Easy money.
You started counting your Green Bay Packers' future victories this year, too.
I did, and those all got cooked.
Yeah, it did. Maybe because I'm not a fan of other sports teams, but the Green Bay Packers have had a lot of heartbreak. A lot of heartbreak. Because when you're good, you actually put yourself in a position where you can go to a championship, and it just seems like my heart gets ripped out my chest year after year.
Robin Lake Mills, 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line. You're up. Which one hurts you the most?
If it's between the two quarterbacks, it has to be Brett Lorenzo Favre. The 2008 game, let's not forget against the greatest show on turf when he threw 5 interceptions in a playoff game, and the loss of the Super Bowl. If you look at Rodgers, a lot of those were not his loss. I mean, Brandon Bostic, you can look at that one. You know, there's a lot of them that he wasn't even involved in losing the game. So
yeah, I hear you, Rob. The one for me for Rodgers that stands out the most to this day is 2020 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game. For Rodgers specifically. I know 2016, we've talked about it at length. There were 3 interceptions thrown by Tom Brady in the second half of that game.
Jair Alexander was balling.
And Aaron Rodgers and that offense was number 1 in the red zone. They were the best offense in the NFL. And Rodgers did not score enough off of turnovers at home against Tampa Bay. You can add in Matt LaFleur making a one-score game, and then never getting the ball back by kicking the field goal on 4th and goal. But before that, Rodgers didn't do enough with the opportunities that the defense gave them, although Kevin King got cooked by Scotty freaking Miller.
Whether it be for
at
Rodgers,
the end of the first half,
losing in the Giants in 2011, or the Buccaneers in 2020, or the 49ers in 2021.
Oh, this is getting bad that we're listing.
The thing that feels like
too many.
It hurts most about Rodgers is that he became like uncharacteristically not himself, right? Because he was always this different quarterback operating on a different level. But then these moments in the postseason would arrive. It didn't even look like Aaron Rodgers. At least with Brett Favre, you could say he's playing in the postseason the same way he plays in the regular season. You just know that you're going to get magic and you're going to get burned. Rodgers was highly efficient, highly accurate, highly in command. But then there would be these moments in the playoffs where it doesn't look anything like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, on the back end for his playoffs, even with the Pittsburgh Steelers, it just wasn't great.
We will get to your calls. I see you lined up at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. Kyler Murray was crying when Brett Favre threw an interception in the NFC Championship game when he was a Viking. He then said 4 hours ago today on Twitter, that's the loss that hurts most. We had a real chance to win the Super Bowl that year, but it wasn't meant to be. As it pertains to the Green Bay Packers, between Rodgers and Favre, which postseason loss hurts the most? Obviously, Rodgers won 4 NFC Championship games. A little bit more to choose from a variety of different rounds for Brett Favre. We hear from you, KBN Nation. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I have never seen BBL together. I've seen BBQ, barbecue. I've seen other things like that. I've never seen BBL.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Coach Greg Gard. I've lived my whole life in Wisconsin, and I know what people here value: hard work, honesty, and looking out for one another. That's exactly how Bank CMG approaches banking. They combine hometown values with modern tools to help people make confident financial decisions. When you want a bank that understands where you're coming from, Bank CMG makes sense. Visit bankcmg.com or stop by your local branch. Let's get to work.
Think Verizon is expensive? Think again. Anyone can bring their AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. So bring us your bill. Walk in, run in, pogo stick in, teleport if you can. Ride on the back of a rollerblading yak or fly in on the wings of a majestic falcon. Any way you can, bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. Based on RootMetrics Best Overall Mobile Network Performance, U.S. Second Half 2025. All rights reserved. Must provide very recent postpaid consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-611-3113. That's 800-611-3113.
You ever notice that some people are picky when it comes to their beer? But Yuengling gets it. That's why they brew a beer for every taste. Start with a legend, a Yuengling traditional lager, a smooth amber lager that's been around longer than our great football rivalries. Then there's light lager. It's crisp and easy drinking. Golden Pilsner with a clean, refreshing taste, and the Black and Tan, a perfect blend of porter and Pilsner. Whether I'm tailgating, watching the game at a sports bar, just kicking back, I'm reaching for a Yuengling. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DJ Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
Hurt by a truck? Call Gruberg Offices. One call, that's all.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
That means showing up early, taking pride in the details, and having each other's backs, on and off the job site.
We're looking for skilled carpenters who really care about their craft and want to be part of a team.
Not just another paycheck, but a place where the people you work with actually matter.
If you work hard, take pride in what you build, and want to join a tight-knit crew, then we'd love to meet you.
Apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The weekend has arrived, KBN Nation. There's only one area to go to, and that is the fridge to grab your ice-cold Carbless. I know I'm doing that right when I get home because it's the only way that I can celebrate a good week and a good upcoming weekend. Carbless, it's a guilt-free experience. You know that by now, KBN Nation, that is critical for me. I gotta have my no carbs, no sugar, no gluten, 100 calories, and the oh-so-perfect level of carbonation. It must be tasted to be believed. And it's so good. Not too much to upset the stomach, but just enough to quench that thirst. And man, talk about flavor when it comes to Carbless. Flavor that you demanded and they delivered. Grapefruit Carbless 4-pack with grapefruit and blood orange. Oh my gosh, it's just another way that they're raising the bar and giving the people what they want because, man, the variety packs are so good. You get a little bit of everything. But every once in a while, a flavor is so good, it must be in its own 4-pack. That's exactly what happened with grapefruit and blood orange. Grapefruit on the docket for me tonight. Bold, bright, crisp, that grapefruit flavor that's impossible to ignore. I'm going to be enjoying that at the Nortman Estate immediately when I get home. Less is more, and bold flavor in every sip with Carbless.
Brett Favre says the one that got away was when he was with the Vikings in the NFC Championship game. Kyler Murray was crying as he was a Vikings fan when he was younger, now signed with the Vikings. Got us thinking which loss hurts the most between Favre and Rodgers. Rodgers in the 1-4 of the NFC Championship games, those 4 losses. Maybe even you throw in 2021 against the Niners. A lot of Favre ones keep popping up. I also saw this from Jarrell in the 4-4. It has to be the Owens fellas in San Francisco.
Oh, he's talking about Crybaby Owens.
Yeah.
Made me throw up physically and stopped being a Packer fan for 20 years.
That was 98, 99 season.
Made me throw up physically and stop being a Packer fan for 20 years.
20 years. Has it
20
been
years because of that?
That's in 2019. That's all you missed. You missed a lot of fun times.
Yeah, there's a good time. There's some good times in there.
The whole Aaron Rodgers era, basically.
West Coast Jay is he in the state of Oregon or the city of Oregon? All the way out in the West. Oh, West Coast Jay. Oh, God. Not my proudest moment.
You are the biggest idiot on planet
Not my proudest moment. West Coast Jay, what up on the Carbless Talking text line?
Hey, it's Friday. It's all good. No, that 98 Super Bowl was the worst. I just moved to Denver on January 6th, and I didn't know anybody. And I was primed for that. I had a 6-pack of Limeys. I was watching the game by myself, and that was the result. And at 2 a.m, my stereo was blaring, and I still couldn't drown out the celebrating around me. It was miserable.
Oh, no.
Man, I'll tell you what.
You got bad dreams still. You know, you wake up and like, ah!
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm just going, I'm unfortunately.
What was that, Jay?
No, I don't have bad dreams about it. You know, I mean, I'm a Packer fan. I'm always optimistic. You know, every year's their year. So.
Yeah.
Kyle Wallace Jr., West Coast Jay.
NFC North for West Coast Jay and Kyle Wallace. I love it.
Hope springs eternal. I forget in that Super Bowl, not only were the Packers the better team, rumors were they took it very lightly. They were having themselves too good of a time. Brett Favre threw a late game interception in the end zone, which basically sealed it. Some of these playoff games from Brett Favre, though, man, you ain't wrong. 6 interceptions against the Rams in that 2001 divisional reign.
Could you imagine if Favre played in this era? Like, Jalen Hurts had a game this year where he had 5 turnovers. Favre did that religiously.
Yeah, but, man, with every 6 turnover game,
I know.
there was
he ropes you back in with the heart.
Dude, he was incredible. Brett Favre was absolutely incredible.
And at least when he threw an interception, it's hard to blame him. You're like, I get it. You're just trying to make a play.
Yeah, he is. You just throw it 50 yards downfield to a safety stand.
Looking like Alex Strofe playing QB sometimes.
Man.
I would say Aaron Rodgers, they both ruined it because the expectations we have for a quarterback to just be reckless out there but also make magic was Brett Favre and also be an Iron Man and never miss a game. And then you had Aaron Rodgers come after that who didn't make those same interception mistakes that Brett Favre did, but he was also a magician back there and just so
It's funny you said that, Kyle, because Tim chimed in the 608 on the Carbless Talking text line and almost basically said what you said in a shorter way. Favre was out of control. Raj was too under control.
Yeah.
Is Jordan the mix of both? but not as talented. And that's not a slight on Jordan, because we're talking about Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I would say the one thing that Jordan Love is missing is that he's a silent assassin. But he ain't got that, like Brett Favre, he played with that fun, that passion. You can tell he loved the sport and he loved to win. Aaron Rodgers, you can tell that tenacity that he played with. He got angry and upset. Jordan Love, for me, I love him. He's too cool, calm, and collected. Even when he gets a little excited, it's a quick little but then he's back to being calm. I like the silent assassin, but I need the silent assassin to get on people's ass sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit more killer instinct.
But again, this is the age-old debate that we have in the season with Jordan Love. You can't ask somebody to be someone they're not. So what part of Jordan can he grow into that would make you guys happy that isn't outside of who he is?
I don't know. When the offensive line is getting him killed out there, get into the circle and say, y'all better get y'all bleep together because y'all getting me killed.
You don't know that he doesn't say that.
Well, no, he just be on the sideline looking at his iPad, licking his lips, and just kind of processing.
I mean, for me, the next step, even if it's not from a vocal standpoint, that Cowboys game will be ingrained in my head forever. They had 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Last year when they tied the Cowboys, they were 5 for 5 in the red zone, scoring touchdowns. And I don't care if Matt LaFleur and Rich Bisaccia, with 2 timeouts left or 1 timeout in the 2-minute warning, think there's time. You move with a sense of urgency. And tying that game with an overthrow where the clock could have hit 0 and you could have lost, kind of a blessing in disguise, because you would have had the same record as the Minnesota Vikings. Actually, you wouldn't have. Yeah, you would have.
You would have. You would have.
Maybe you take the
Vikings
game at the end of the season.
But you get my point.
You
get my point.
It was a razor thin margin.
Balaka was like, you got to get him up there, man. Like Rodgers was yelling and screaming, like, and again, whether it's yelling and screaming or having the conversation, when the play is over, your asses get to the line, right? You don't have to yell and scream, but like, where's the message?
Well, because
relying on the 2 bozos that were running the clock management didn't work.
Even the guys in the NFL or any sport really, they're like the most calm, the most cool, like Jordan Love is. There's still moments where you're like, oh, there's that fire, even more so than what Jordan's put out there. So I do think that's the next level of his development. One, playing at an elite level so that all the guys around him want to make sure I better be doing the same exact thing because I can't let Jordan Love down. But a little bit more moments of fire. I think that'll kind of raise everyone's alertness and they'll be able to maybe perform better as a unit.
To Ross, was it Ross? I forget who called. What was his name? Rough Friday for your boy. He called about how Rodgers is at fault for the NFC Championship games.
Ross,
same thing. Tim chimes in with a great point. Rodgers, 5 NFC Championship games, 9 TDs, 8 interceptions, almost a 1-to-1 ratio, so far below his standard. He gets too many passes on his poor performance. Levi and Stevens Point, you're up on the Cardinals Talking text line.
Levi.
Wow. Hey, guys.
Early for you, huh?
What's up, Levi?
Did you expect to be on hold for another 2 hours?
I thought you were going to put me holding longer than that, but thanks for letting me be on before you go to break here. And also trying to get ready for the bad snowstorm up here coming up for Sunday, which is going to be terrible.
Worst loss.
But anyway. Okay, I'll be quick. I'd say if it's Brett, Super Bowl 32, because we should have won back-to-back. We should be perfect 5-0 in the Super Bowl in our franchise.
Yeah.
Because that belongs to Green Bay, man.
You sick, brother?
That's all I got to say. Say what?
You sick?
Still recovering from a cold I had last week, but I'm doing much better, but thanks for asking.
I'm hearing your voice, buddy. I just care about you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Love you guys.
Godspeed.
Love you, Levi.
Love you, Levi.
Yeah.
Did Ben say blessing in the skies or blessing in disguise?
The skies, I think. Did you think it was blessing in disguise?
I knew it was disguise, but I definitely could have said the skies.
Did you? Are you sure you knew it was disguise?
I for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
It says Ben Brust.
For sure. Absolutely. For sure.
You are aware.
I mean, blessing in the skies
is also a real thing.
Power. You see how he wanted that confirmation.
What's the blessing in the skies?
The Lord.
Yeah.
Jesus. Looking down on Alex Strofe every day. He made you into a beautiful creature that can't lift 95 pounds as a grown man. We're back in 2 minutes.
Hallelujah.
When Milwaukee families need help, the United Way is there. Reducing barriers to employment, providing transportation, safe and stable homes, and more. for over 192,000 people.
And this month, Cunis is proud to stand beside them. Hi, I'm Bill Eater with Cunis of Milwaukee.
And I am Tony Avery with the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County. During the Cunis Drives Milwaukee 1000 event, they're donating $100 to the United Way for every vehicle sold.
Our goal this month is simple: 1,000 vehicles across 3 Cunis Milwaukee dealerships.
For a $100,000 donation to the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County.
To help us reach our goal, you'll find incredible deals on all new and pre-owned vehicles at our 3 locations in Greenfield, Oak Creek, and Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall.
Be a part of driving Milwaukee forward at the Cunis Drives Milwaukee 1000 event.
Start your search today at CunisMKE.com. That's CunisMKE.com.
March into big savings at Exterior Pros and Baths. Refresh your home this season with energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, beautiful new siding, or a stunning bath remodel and get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings during their March savings event. But this offer won't last long. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Happy Friday. Hope your brain is working better than mine. I'm Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman. Alex Strofe is running the show.
I have a question for you.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. You can get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Watch us back there or go to the ESPN Wisconsin app to listen live or listen back. What do you want, Stro?
I just have a question for you, specifically. Not Brad or Kyle. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
So we had a very brief discussion in the break. And let's just put it this way. You completely ignored everything I said. So my question for you has been, what do you think my job is here?
I don't know.
Basically, if you were to guess what my job is on specifically this program, what would you say?
This program?
Yes, my job on Kyle Brust Nortman. What is my job?
It changes on your mood daily. It's like having a third.
That's not the question I asked. I asked my job responsibilities.
Change?
Based off his mood, they change. Like how engaged he is, how much more he does is based off of if he's in a good mood or not.
Your job in Ben Brust's mind is to be his personal assistant and do as he says.
Kinda.
That's pretty good.
Okay,
but he can also be that for you too.
But Kyle and Brad, you would agree that's not my job.
I would say
it's much more than that. Yeah,
but it's part of it.
I think creativity and trying to help us with direction and different ideas.
Why are we doing
ideation.
Your job is to make us look good.
Yes.
Right. And you guys witnessed what just happened in the break, yes?
I did.
Ben went on an incredible rant about the Wisconsin basketball
It wasn't
team.
a rant, it was a breakdown.
It was a great breakdown.
And I said you should say everything you just said on the air. And what did he do?
He said no.
He said no.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
Why would you say it's March?
Depriving our audience.
They can't see what's going on.
Dude, they may be watching the game, listening. Well, not listening. Watching the game.
Uh-huh.
They may be watching the game.
So I'm alienating half the audience that doesn't know what's going on about something I'm talking about?
Maybe they want an update. Maybe they couldn't have watched the game.
Maybe
Why do we have it on if we're not going to mention it?
I predicted all of this. If the Badgers were going to lose to Illinois, the game flow would be exactly what it is. They have scored 45 points, and there is 12 minutes to go in their quarterfinal game against Illinois. This thing is a low score. Nolan Winter's out. Illinois averages 13 offensive rebounds a game. And I had said to Strofe on March Mode on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison, as you see a big fella just put a nice little flip on a little jump hook to go up 15. Said if this pace is low and low scoring, the Badgers are going to lose because their margin of error is much thinner. If you get up and down and get Illinois out of half court, you're not going against the big guys. You don't have Nolan Winter. You get them spaced out. You're going to have a better chance. This has been a slow game. They've had no rhythm, and it's been no bueno. I don't know what more you want me to add here.
So do you think he's your assistant then?
I know he is.
Oh. So are you telling me that my producer's supposed to be my assistant?
Assistant's a strong word.
What you just said? Wait a minute. You just told me I know he is.
Us three are Michael Scott. He is Dwight Schrute. He's assistant to Kyle Brust Nortman. Not our assistant, but the assistant to.
There's a lot more work I need him to be doing for me. I need my papers before 11 o'clock.
There you go.
9 a.m. every day.
Put deadlines on him.
What are we doing here? How can I take my notes? You're the reason I'm failing because you're not giving me what I need.
Kyle, you're the reason you're failing. And I don't think you want to go down that path.
Yeah, tell me how I'm failing, Strofe, since you want to go down that path.
You want to go down that path?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
We're going to start our weekends weird.
What's going on?
I don't know
either.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to restrain.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you should.
Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on air.
Kyle, how many hours a week are you in ESPN Wisconsin?
Here we go. You're so jealous. Oh my gosh.
Jealous.
Here we go.
I'm on ESPN Wisconsin as much as you.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What's the question?
Oh yeah.
Answer the question.
He's mad that I spend more hours planning my 1 hour show than I do my 3 hours.
And also promoting it. After we do this show, you asked me to record a video of you every day about the other show. I'm your producer for this show. You need help? Promote the damn show, would you? I'm the reason you're failing. Promote the show.
Madison Hayes 24. I share stuff, don't I, girl? See, told you. He's so salty. I
love a good stroke.
I feel bad for his future wife. Oh my gosh, he's just gonna be looking at her a certain way because she's eating what she wants.
Nope. My fiance's perfect. You are not. There's a difference.
I'm just gonna let him be. I don't want to even go at him.
Fight back!
No,
You're acting like Strofe right now.
Don't let him have
I
last
don't want
word
to fight
now.
back because all I'm going to do is hurt his feelings.
Do it.
His feelings already got hurt yesterday, and he's not talking to Greg Scalzo. The last thing I want is him to be pouting up and puckering up his lips and upset with me because I actually got to talk to him on Sunday because he's the only person I know who for sure will be here on Sunday despite the 12 feet of snow.
So you're scared that if there's controversy between you two and you see him on Sunday, you don't want to deal with it.
I gotta hear because then he's going to be all salty. That face going to get all red.
You're like, Kyle, you really feel that way?
No, I don't feel like dealing with his emotions. I don't feel with a grown man's emotions.
That's why I started the show by saying I have two women in my household, and his mood swings make me feel like I have a third when I'm at work.
I mean, he's too much, and I don't want to go down that path. He literally bragged about how I told Greg Scalzo I wasn't going to talk to him today. And I didn't talk to him today all day. He had to let everybody know.
I don't sound like that.
Thank you.
It sounds just like you.
And that's a little bit of emotional twinge, but it's not.
He had emotions with it. He definitely was.
The body language was definitely a little bit emotional.
Nobody asked him anything about what happened between him and Greg Scalzo. He just said, "I told Greg Scalzo I wasn't going to talk to him, and I haven't talked to him all day." That's what he said.
It is like how some ladies might just bring drama to the table unprompted. And he did that. And that's a name drop, too.
It is.
To say you're in a beef with Greg Scalzo.
He's so drunk.
He's in a solo beef with himself.
He is in a solo beef with himself.
We're not beefing. I made that pretty clear. He got me in a tizzy.
He got you in a tizzy. We went in his office
and I said,
yesterday.
I can't talk to you tomorrow because I can't. My mind can't handle that.
I went in his office yesterday.
Well, Ben, you did it for how many years? 7 years? He runs circles and laps around anybody he talks to. I just pitched an idea to him, and I walked out of there deflated.
No, he didn't know when to leave. That's the problem. He don't know when to hold him and when to fold.
That makes sense.
Why don't you feel the need
I can't put myself in this situation, but from what I'm gathering, Strofe was talking to our market manager, VP, Greg Scalzo, with Kyle in the room.
Yep.
And
so far, so good.
There seems to be some sort of idea or concept that Greg thinks was stupid of Alex Strofe.
Well,
yep. No, so far, so good.
It was Benny Buttons, which was a good.
Okay, sir. Okay,
it was a good idea, but then Alex Strofe.
Regardless, I'm just trying to get. I don't care what the idea was. I'm more fascinated by the Alex Strofe mindset of walking out of Greg Scalzo's office in a tizzy. Greg told Strofe it was stupid.
Yep.
Strofe then continued to try and battle, even though he was already losing.
Yes.
And then Greg made him lose 10 times more times, and then he walked out feeling dejected.
All Greg did is let him.
I've lived this a long time.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. That was pretty much
good.
the summer.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So I said, I don't want to end my weekend like this, so I'm not going to talk to him tomorrow.
Yeah. All Greg did is he told him, there's positives and negatives. Here's the pros and the cons. And he told him the cons, and he tried to deny the cons. Now, once he started going to the cons, you know what Kyle Wallace did?
Walked out.
He walked out and went right back, right to his computer and said, I ain't got time for this. What did Strofe do?
Keeps going.
Keep going. Greg Scalzo leaves. Strofe is still complaining. I see Greg Scalzo. I said, this kid won't shut up still. I'm leaving. I literally left work. I said, he won't shut up. He said he's not. And I'm sure he went back in and finished Strofe off. I'm sure he did. He finished you off last night, didn't you?
I don't think we talked after that point now. I went in and shook his hand, and I said, I hope you have a great weekend.
Why would you do that? Just don't do that.
He's the worst.
That's such a Strofe thing to do.
He doesn't want to shake your hand.
Why can't you do
I don't know that.
Just be normal.
Why would you do that?
Hey, buddy, I'm done talking to you, so
that was a good conversation.
Have a good weekend. I need to let you know that I'm done with you.
I need to let you know that you absolutely destroyed me, but I'm still going to shake your hand because I'm awkward and I don't know how to be a normal human.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're the worst. You really are.
No, you're the worst.
No, Benny Buttons was going to be funny, and you ruined it. He was ready to send me the picture, and then you went on this whole rant about how fit people are, knowing damn well this kid is the most athletic one we have here. Brad's very fit, but Ben, I don't know.
Ben's probably more athletic.
Yeah, Ben, he's the most athletic dude we have
I got
here.
bad news, though, about Ben and his athleticism. Championship loss. He lost to another Knipple.
I didn't play in the championship.
Why not?
We lost early. And then I just sat out a couple weeks. Need a break, mental break. Talking about a men's league right now.
Yeah, Wall Street Journal. Gonna profile.
Hasn't come out yet.
Did you
do
know
the
this?
interview?
Did you guys know this? Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Strofe, you are the worst. I don't like Friday Strofe. Oh, another
Dude,
thing.
I'm telling you, Friday Strofe is the worst.
Strofe is dancing like Chi-Chi, moving his chest left to right in the office, asking people to rate it, and then his flying zipper is down, and somebody tells him
That's
the zipper
the dance you did?
Yeah, it's the dance. He's
Oh,
ridiculous.
my
And he literally looks down and tries to like hide his zipper from people, even though he literally looks down and he zips up his zipper. He's just too much. I had too much Strofe today. Too much Strofe.
I don't know why, but when he sat down in show prep after Mr. Irrelevant, I looked at him, I was like, I've already had enough.
You
And he
got
just
him
sat down next to me.
Ben got up and left show prep.
I couldn't do it anymore.
He's too much.
And now we're stuck with him for another hour and 45 minutes. God bless our souls. Thank God Willie and Tausch did a good segment today that I can transition us to while Kyle tells us about Thanalysis.
Oh, listen, Alex Strofe may suck, but you know what doesn't suck? When it comes to the Analysis Live coming in Milwaukee, coming up on March 27th. It's loud and it's completely unpredictable, so I'm telling you, you want to be there, and there's no telling who will come to stage. The Nasus always brings out the stars. Stephen A. Smith, Bobby Portis, the Lopez brothers, and of course, Giannis. This year, woo! It's the Nature Boy Ric Flair who is headlining with the Nasus. Milwaukee, you have to be there. KBN Nation, you have to be here, because if history tells us anything, he won't be alone. More surprise guests, more big names, more big moments that lead for you to say you have to be here and you don't want to miss out. Get your tickets now at TALiveshow.com. That is TALiveshow.com. The Analysis Live is March 27th at the Riverside Theater. Doors open at 6 and show starts at 7 sharp. Milwaukee legends, nationwide stars. You never know who else is going to walk on that stage with the Nasus Live. TALiveshow.com. Get your tickets today.
More next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It has been a bit of a quieter ride. It is a Friday morning, too, so that means this afternoon's going to be crazy. But eastbound 94, we've got from Holly Road through the stadium interchange to about 35th Street. Other than that, it's actually looking pretty good around the rest of the system. I'm not really seeing any other incidents or delays. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, a high wind warning until 4 p.m. today for all of southeast Wisconsin. Then a winter storm watch goes into effect from Saturday afternoon through Monday morning for all of southeast Wisconsin. For today, though, very windy, chance for rain and snow, mostly cloudy, a high of 41. Tonight, increasing clouds, blustery with a low of 28. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Cardless talk and text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Cardless talk and text line. This is more.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is ready to slip someone into a green jacket. The next tournament of the season's here, and there's $1,000 in cash prizes. Hey, ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, inviting you to a two-man scramble at Georgia Golf Club, all played on Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center's spacious, state-of-the-art simulators. Sign up now at wisconsindoorgolfcenter.com. It's just $120 per team, and all team must compete their round by March 31st. Who's walking away with the cash, and who's earning that green jacket?
Look, it's Jake from our store in Kenosha.
Hi, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick.
Your email said you had a big surprise.
Look and tell me what you see.
Wow, I see 9 perfect examples of the classic diamond solitaire engagement ring. They're gorgeous.
These rings are exactly what people imagine when they hear the words engagement ring.
Monica, do you think it will always be like that? Ever more.
That long?
And each of these is 3/4 of a carat.
$998.
Unbelievable. So how much do we sell them for?
That is how much we sell them for.
Can we do that?
We're the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America, Rick. We can do anything we want.
But for how long?
Evermore.
People can choose any of the 9 most popular style solitaires, 3/4 of a carat, and each of them was created in the heart of a miniature star.
5 different diamond shapes, 2 colors of gold. Evermore, just $998. Or $1498 with 1 carat diamond center with diamonds on the side.
Learn more at KesslersDiamonds.com.
At Saturn Lounge, we know if your marketing actually worked, you would know. Your website would perform, not just exist. Your storytelling would inspire, not fall flat. Your integrated campaigns would create impact, not excuses. There'd be no refreshing dashboards, no waiting on a report to explain what happened. It's time to generate quality leads and turn them into customers. Let's make it happen with Saturn Lounge, your marketing partner for clear, measurable results. Visit us today at SaturnLounge.com. When marketing works, it shows.
We have standards in Wisconsin. Cheese should squeak. Sports and tailgating go hand in hand with brats aplenty. And beef is a delicacy where each bite makes you close your eyes for a second. For 50 years, Bunzel's has been hand-selecting the finest beef, making homemade specialty sausages, and crafting award-winning jerky right here at home. Because Wisconsin is still cattle country, quality isn't optional. It's expected. And after 5 decades, Bunzel's still delivers. Stop in today at 90th and Burleigh or at bunzels.com.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right, you want me to go, Strofe? I'll go. Badgers playing faster, finding rhythm. But that was the... For ball don't lie on bonus, and then they get a makeup call with bonus, and Blackwell's a good free throw shooter. Let's make this happen. Badgers down 4 against Illinois. I can't do play-by-play. That's illegal. But essentially, when the Badgers played at Indiana, do you remember when John Blackwell drove in the lane? Or John Blackwell was guarding one of the Indiana defenders, and they stepped on his foot, and they called a trip foul on Blackwell, and lost them the game, essentially. Nick Boyd was guarding the best player of Illinois, And he's a freshman. He's not strong.
He's really good, though.
He's really good, but Nick Boyd is a 4 or 5 year guy, 8-year guy. He's a man. And he was trying to back him down, hit him once, hit him twice, and his feet just slipped. And they call foul. And justice was served. It's like the Wheel of Stro. The basketball gods delivered as he then, as the best player, missed the front end of the bonus for Illinois, and Blackwell made the first of the line. They are now down 2 to Illinois. Now the pace is getting in the spot where you want it, because you want to get in the 75s against Illinois. If this would have stayed low scoring, look at that. 2 free throws this half. 2 free throws. First half. Good. All right, so we'll update you on the Fighting Wisconsin Badgers, and I say fighting because they're playing the Fighting Illini, but they really do battle. This team goes to battle, and that's what's so fun about this team in March with Boyd and Blackwell, the experience of Blackwell being in a Final Four, Blackwell trying to do it late in his career, and Greg Gard, look, I want it for him, and I think fans want it for him. They need a second weekend.
We need to medicate Strofe.
I'd love to tranquilize him and then drag him outside of the studio and just leave him outside the door, and then have another producer come in to host and knock him with the door when they open the door.
It's been so fun to watch this basketball program evolve with the NIL, with the different style of play. I know that it was way different when you played, Benny, as far as pace and what was emphasized.
This would
and
be
all
the final score.
But
it'd be high scoring.
It's super cool to see this team compete and change and evolve. Makes me even more sad about my football team, if I'm going to be honest. But at least one of the Badger teams is competitive.
I understand why you say that, because what makes me most proud about Greg Gard is not only has he evolved in the way that the team plays, but I think he's found such confidence in who he is as a head coach, getting out and about, doing Guarding Against Cancer, raising $10 million for the UW Carbone Cancer Center. Hit it, Nick. Bam!
What would Bo have done if y'all did a 3-point shot?
He would give you the green light yeah, absolutely. If you had the green light and earned the trust. You earn the trust, you get that. But my overall point is, from a Greg standpoint, although there is frustration from Badger fans that he hasn't been to the Sweet 16 since 2017, I feel that frustration too. But as we learned, the flip side is when you go outside the norm, the problem was in football, Christ was a great coach, but he wasn't evolving to the times.
Yep.
And then when you go get somebody outside the norm and you don't see we've heard it on the Barry Alvarez show. Getting out, we saw how there's no real true Wisconsin footprint. They're trying to change that, but everything's been reactive. Everything's been reactive to the football program. The basketball program, they created their own path. What Greg Gard went out and got A.J. Storr. Was he good for the team in the tournament when he could count his cash going to Kansas?
No,
it was not. But what it did was prove a concept. And then you bring in John Tonje. Then you bring in Nick Boyd. And the way that they're playing and the teams that they've beaten and the style of play that they do, it's going to attract talent. And eventually, if you do the right things, you will break through. And this can be the year that they break through the Sweet 16, no matter what the result is in the Big Ten tournament against Illinois. So that's my overall takeaway, is watching Gard not just go. It's hard for 30 years being under the shadow of a Naismith Hall of Famer, becoming your own individual and your own persona, not saying all the same things, but having foundational principles, then evolving it, getting different talent that you've never recruited before. It's admirable. We all want to see the results of the NCAA tournament, but you can't not be excited about what he's growing. And that's the difference between football and basketball right now, in my opinion. You tell me if I'm wrong, Brad.
No, I think you're spot on. I mean, there's a true...
I know I'm spot on.
Yeah, there's a true culture that has been set. Obviously, the foundation has been laid over decades, Bo Ryan, then into Greg Gard. But the program that Greg Gard took over several years ago is so much different than the program it is now. The landscape is so much different than it is now. So there was a moment where you almost had to look at yourself in the mirror as the Wisconsin Badger basketball program and say, what are we going to be? Who are we going to be about? What type of players are we going to have on here? And then committing to it and actively changing the culture in such a way that this is the product that you have now, that they're competitive. They beat really good teams. And even though they haven't had the success in the Sweet 16, to get to the Sweet 16 in the tournament, you feel like they're knocking on the door every time. It feels like the football team it feels like we're still asking, who is this team? What are they prioritizing? What are their culture? What are they all about? So it's not necessarily the worst thing.
Air raid into this, into that, into this, into that.
And even like messaging with the coaches. So it just seems like Greg Gard took it, had clarity and confidence, and moved the program forward. Feels like we're missing both of those in the football program. Maybe not. Maybe it's starting to change a little bit. But the early seasons, there's no doubt about it.
You know what I love about Nick Boyd? He was not great in the first half of the year. Mm-hmm. He scored a lot of points, but he's inefficient. He, in that moment, he talks his talk out there, but he also walks it, right? So after getting fouled, they were down 1. He's going to the free throw line in the bonus, 1-1.
And he felt good about it.
He just nailed both of them after pumping up the crowd because he's got that.
He understood
about him.
He understood that.
He's like
you just
the
fouled me down
anti-Alex Strofe. He's got confidence in his athletic abilities.
But that's exactly what you paid him for, because he's been there, done that. But overall, talking about this program and the difference, when I look at Luke Fickell had an opportunity to have. He had momentum when he came in here initially, and he didn't capitalize on that. Right. That is the difference between what you're seeing with Greg Gard, is that after he had to reinvent himself, he found some momentum, and they are capitalizing on that. And that is the difference between programs: one that is trending in the right direction, and another one that is stagnant, and we're not quite sure if Luke Fickell will be here past this season.
One thing I can tell you right now is you're going to win a hoodie. Well, not all of you, but someone is. But if you want to get one for 40% off from Iron Jock, that's code HOODIE40, HOODIE 40 at ironjoc.com. Look, you don't need to pay a fortune for the big name brand because you have the best brand right here with Iron Jock. I'm wearing on YouTube, this lightweight hoodie is unfreaking real. It is the Friday weekend hoodie that I love. 99% of odor-causing bacteria, gone. With that silver ion technology. Through the 22nd of March, hoodie 40 at checkout at ironjock.com. Caller 15 to win an Iron Jock hoodie right now. 800-990-3776. That's caller 15. You're going to win a sick Iron Jock hoodie right now. 800-990-3776. That's caller 15 to win an Iron Jock hoodie. 800-990-3776. More. Kyle Brust Nortman. Hope you win the hoodie. 800-990-ESPN next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
I can't believe she delegated the week.
I can't believe Brad just called my woman a cat.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right, we've got an issue on 43 heading southbound right at the ramp from Keefe. The left shoulder is blocked with a crash. And then a little bit further on down, right near Fond du Lac Avenue, the right lane is blocked with a broken down vehicle. So watch out for delays basically from Capitol Drive all the way to Fond du Lac. Eastbound 94 backing up from 84th Street all the way to Hawley Road and then again through the Stadium interchange to 35th. Westbound's backed up 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, partly cloudy skies, still very windy, a low of 28. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance for light snow later on in the evening, 1 to 3 inches possible to the north, a high of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Feeling lucky? Then roll into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee this March for Lucky Rollers. Every Thursday, we're giving away over $70,000 in prizes. Play with your Potawatomi rewards card for entries, and you can roll out with $550 in reward play. Or get lucky and win your share of $16,000 in cash. Lucky Rollers, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Wisconsin homes ask a lot of their windows and doors. With our unpredictable weather, they need to perform in every season, year after year. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build everything around quality, durability, and long-term comfort. And right now, we're making long-term comfort easier than ever. Order today and get 0% interest until 2032. Not just a few years, 0% interest all the way until 2032. That means you can upgrade your home now and pay over time without paying a dime in interest. From your free in-home consultation to expert installation, Pella's local team is with you every step of the way, helping you choose the right products for your home, your style, and your budget. And with our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident long after installation day. 0% interest until 2032. Set your free on-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 3/31/2026.
It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank, the official banking partner of Marquette University and home to Marquette Checking with free ATMs nationwide.
Marquette's season came to a close at Madison Square Garden with an 89-87 loss to Xavier in the Big East tournament opener. The Golden Eagles fought back from a double-digit deficit and tied it late, but couldn't finish the comeback. Sophomore Royce Parham led the way with 22 points and 9 rebounds, battling inside and delivering in key moments, while freshman Nigel James Jr. added 18 points, continuing his strong play down the stretch of the season.
James on a drive to the basket, shoots and scores. What you wanted. Counted in a foul. Unbelievable. We still have 12.4 left. You couldn't ask for it to be that good.
Marquette ends the year 12-20 overall and 7-13 in Big East play.
This has been the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank, the official bank of Marquette University.
Buying or selling a home isn't just a transaction. It's one of life's biggest decisions.
That's why clarity, trust, and the right guidance matter, especially in an ever-changing market.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
I'm John Lorenz.
And I'm Taylor Mangini. Our team delivers a white glove experience at every price point, combining expert negotiation, local insight, and genuine care.
Get started today with a team you can trust at wendorfteam.kw.com.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Strofe has been on the phone for a good 3 minutes with somebody, and it wasn't the Iron Jock winner. What's going on back there?
Ron and the Key and I are beefing.
Who aren't you beefing with? Something wrong with you.
What's the beef?
So scrawny and weak.
He's questioning whether or not I've actually been going to the gym.
As he should.
How'd you defend yourself? You stand on business?
I said it's workout 9, not workout 124. Relax.
So the bet is that Strofe has to get to 125 workouts by the end of the year.
Yeah, December 31st.
And if you do, then Ron donates $100 to a charity of your choice.
$250.
$250?
Yes.
To a charity of your choice. And if you work out 125 times.
No, if I work out 125 times, he's donating $250 to a charity of my choosing. If I don't work out 125 times, I'm donating $100 to a charity of his choice.
That is exactly what I said. 800-990-3776 is the Carvelous Talking text line.
You're a little distracted in there, buddy?
Not at all. Not at all. I made fun of Alex Stroh for probably being glued a little bit too much to the Wisconsin-Illinois game, but I find myself being hypocritical. Pat on the back to me for owning up to my mistakes.
Yeah, I got an NCAA basketball question. So
I have an NCAA basketball question.
That's the most Brad Nortman sentence.
Do you guys know what tag is?
Yeah, you guys have heard of that, right? I was always under the impression teams that had success in their conference tournament, maybe won it, maybe went deep, whatever, carry that momentum over to the tournament, or do they kind of more of like fatigue because of more extra games played? Which is it?
I think we've seen both.
You know what, Strofe? You're the expert. Take it.
I was of the belief momentum.
You take it. You didn't play in a Final Four. You take it.
No, go ahead. My bad.
I value your opinion on
What's
this.
so interesting, Brad was really directing that towards
I looked
Ben,
at Ben.
and somehow Strofe.
I was watching the game. I didn't know who he was looking at. I thought it was an open-ended question.
Can you imagine this being...
I looked at Ben the entire time I put the question out to the air.
Now imagine sitting next to this in the office. on a Friday.
No. Let's not derail the fact that Strofe has to answer the question because Brad wanted to know from me, but Strofe knows better.
So if you answer first, then
I think we've seen
I want to know the implications of a deep conference tournament run.
We also talked about this on March Mode, so he's just going to regurgitate everything I've already told him.
But I will use an example. I think we've seen both in the history of March Madness in the NCAA tournament. Like if Michigan, per se, wins the NCAA tournament, I don't know that you can necessarily correlate their success in the tournament to winning the Big Ten tournament. They've been one of the best teams in the country all year. They'll have a 1 seed, so like they have an easier path to, say, the second weekend, and you get rest anyway there.
UConn's gone wire to wire from conference tournament to NCAA title.
Right, but they were the best team in the country clearly those years.
I'm answering, as you said, you've seen both scenarios. There's another example of scenario you're talking about.
Yes, Ole Miss in 2012, Ben's junior year. Your junior year. When they were a 12 seed, they won the SEC tournament, but they were an automatic.
It wasn't 2012, it was 13, but you know.
The 2012-13 season, excuse me. His junior year. They lost to Ole Miss when they were 12 seed. Wisconsin was a 5 seed. Ole Miss, Marshall Henderson. Ole Miss got an automatic bid by winning the SEC tournament on a run, and they were playing their best basketball, and they knocked off a rather inconsistent but good Wisconsin team, who was a 5 seed that year. Sorry, Ben.
That just went to the Big Ten championship game. So he regurgitated that from March Mode.
So when you have elite talent, it probably doesn't matter as much. But one of these teams that are probably 4 seed and below, you can use that as a launching pad?
Correct, but I look at the Badgers with how they've played over the second half of the season. If they're a 6 seed, I kind of treat them as like a 4-3 seed because of their quality of wins. Like if the Badgers move from a 6 seed to a 5 seed, I wouldn't be as scared of them to play a 12 seed, like a high point. They lost to a 12 seed like James Madison 2 years ago. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That Badger team didn't go on the road and beat the number 1 team in the country. Didn't go on the road and beat a top 10 team in Illinois. Didn't go on the road and beat a top 5 team in Purdue. Didn't the quality of wins that this team has and the way that they're playing. No, that's why I said earlier in the show, no matter what the result of this quarterfinal, I have a ton of confidence as the Badgers have played super well and would get Nolan Winter back most likely in the tournament. You get some time off to get him healthy. Boyd's been to a Final Four. Blackwell had 34 yesterday. He's 30 plus, I think, today.
Has anybody else scored outside of Blackwell and Boyd?
Barely.
Those guys are just
barely.
Second half, I think only.
But you get that back with Winter, who's kind of a double guy.
Saying, but they're rising to the occasion, which is so important.
Benny, what is the way they've stormed back in the second half? Because they were down at the under 12
Boyd's
timeout.
attacked the rim. He's not going to be denied, and that's why you bring somebody with his leadership and experience in. Because as he said to the media, he doesn't have another year. I have nothing to lose. I know what's on the line. If I don't get it done, it's over.
Oh, I love that. I love that mentality.
That's
a dude
years
right
with
there.
a guy like that. Because remember, Tanjay went crazy in the NCAA tournament.
Even if they lose this game, have they proven something new today?
But this is what you should expect from this team. Despite what Vegas told you, being I think +9 to +7.5, anywhere there from underdogs heading into this game. Anyone who's watched this team should have known they rise up to the occasion, and the occasion being even if they were playing a team, like they went out west, they lost to Oregon. That doesn't concern me. Is because they kind of knew they were in the tournament. Like, you want to win every game possible. But the next task for them is to go far in the tournament. Like, the players have to know from a Greg Gard standpoint that he hasn't done that since 2017. You look at all the things when you're transferring in of like, what can I do? What's the peak of success look like as a player and as a team? So whatever their seed is, they're not going to be nervous. They're going to know like that we're good enough based off the teams that we beat that they're unlucky because they have to play us. And I don't like Billy Auskis shooting a 3 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left from the corner when you have Boyd and Blackwell scoring 85% of your points and a long shot equals, as you say, long rebound, their best player going. But again,
But this is what you brought them back for. Like, this is what you brought Nolan Winter
and John Blackwell to have some foundational pieces.
And then you were able to find Nick Boyd, who I would say John Tanjay played incredible, but Nick Boyd actually had a track record of being a really good, solid player when Wisconsin got him anyway.
The difference between the two is Tanjay elevated that team to a better overall season.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the tournament because they didn't beat BYU. But Boyd in the second half of the season has been amazing. But if he can get them where they haven't been since 2017, there's no debate that he's the best transfer. Despite how great, we don't want to be prisoner of the moment, how awesome John Tonje was. He carried that team when Blackwell was inconsistent. He at Purdue, 35, beating them on the road. It took more of a dual effort to do some of those things this season, where if Boyd can carry them with Blackwell together, probably will go down as the best transfer in the NIL era. I never thought Tonje will go down as the best value because of what you said. He didn't do it before. I mean, Boyd did it before.
The best transfer is going to be whoever comes in and wins the national championship.
I'm saying
so far
value from he barely played, was hurt, and then out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was great.
That was crazy.
Unbelievable.
This is expected when you pay Boyd to come in with the resume that he had.
He's living up to it.
And he's living up to it. Now, the results the rest of the way, we're all going to find out together. And you can feel and witness all of the action at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. A buzzer-beating 3 where somebody's cheering Stroph's down because he's like, I got to go back and place another one. And he's going to win that one. He's going to lose the next one. He's going to go back and forth. And I'm going to sit there and watch because it's so fun to watch the swings of Alex Strofe emotionally at Potawatomi Sportsbook. But that's why it's so great. It's exhilarating to watch all of the games. You don't even have to like to bet. You don't even like to drink. They have a 2,000 square foot video wall for you to watch all the games with great food, great seating. Reserve those seating spots as quickly as you can at Potawatomi.com. Become a legend. More info online. Potawatomi Sportsbook. It is amazing. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin portion of the show. Head to the 414 Hour at 4. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I don't value that.
You don't
value much.
You don't.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
That's true.
You guys are coming at me a little too much.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tired of waking up exhausted? That dad bod weighing you down? Let's get you back to the old you. If your energy, focus, and drive aren't what they used to be, your hormones could be out of balance. At Mentality, we'll dig into what's really going on, then build a personalized, science-backed plan using hormone therapy and peptide treatments to get your brain and your body back on track. So stop telling yourself you're just getting older. Book your appointment now at lowtusa.com. Right now, all new patient labs are covered in your treatment plan. That's
Talking to YouTube only right now. I still can't do play-by-play.
Well, 5 seconds.
Deep 3.
Deep. I don't like it. No, I still don't like it. I'm fine with guard letting them play, but if you're going to let them play, you got to get some action into the paint, get the defense moving. They just passed it to the left wing and then passed it back to Blackwell. No inside-outside, no moving the defense.
Do you have a set play that you're like, okay, we know
no,
we need this?
You can call one. There was 20 seconds left. He could have said, hey, run this. But when you have your best players, you trust your best players to make a play. And I don't love.
Yeah, why not try to drive that?
And I want to see that again because I think they weren't in zone. They weren't in zone. So if they were in zone, you call timeout.
Well, why not try to drive that one? Because you've been able to get to at least Nick Boyd's been able to get to the free throw line. Why not try to drive?
What you do is you either call timeout and get a play where Boyd is getting downhill to the rim, or B, you let him play it out. But if you're going to go one-on-one, You got to attack with like 10 seconds to go with the idea that you're going to break down the defense and kick it out to other guys. Or
pull up or something like that.
Yeah, like create a play. There was nothing there.
He kind of just dribbled, and then he got space, but he was literally far behind his
line. It's not that he can't. It's not that he can't hit that shot.
I just don't. The best option.
Yeah, there was more that they could have done with how great they've been offensively.
And the time they had remaining, too.
Yeah, 20 seconds. They waited too long. Yeah. Didn't love it. But last time we went to overtime, we won at Illinois.
Okay.
Strophy, what's going on here? Or when are we back on the radio? 1 minute? We got still 1 minute talk to YouTube only? What's going on, YouTube? This is so weird. How come we don't do this more often? Can we do this whenever we want?
You can do this whenever you want.
YouTube, do you like when we just talk to you during the breaks?
Very
about
intimate.
Whatever we want?
Very intimate.
Hey, so I guess while we have a moment, Kyle, what's your favorite word in the English language?
Okay, now he just ruined YouTube only. You ruined radio and you ruined YouTube.
KBN Nation, what's your favorite word in the English language? Comment that in the YouTube chat.
Moist.
Ooh.
That's a very
moist.
It's a very
off-putting, but
moist.
Problematic one, maybe is the word. I don't
polarizing, maybe?
Yeah, polarizing probably a better word. I don't mind that one.
To some.
I realized that Strofe asked me this later, and I said lasagna. Lasagna is an Italian word. Italian food. So it's not even English language.
But it's in the language.
I guess so, but we've adopted it from another language.
All right, we're going back to commercials.
Our whole language is based off of Latin.
Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
So didn't love the Badgers' last play. I'm fine not calling a timeout, but you got to get some action inside. Like either Blackwell drives, gets to the paint, looks for others. Dribble handoff with Boyd getting to his left hand because the first offensive possession for the Badgers in overtime is they did not make the three.
Oh, no.
It's all right. It's going to go back and forth.
I understand that. What the Badgers, it seems like, do you think they have the momentum going in overtime right now?
It doesn't matter. They're two good teams.
Well, I mean, you basically erased a 12 to 15 point deficit with under 8 minutes left in the game.
I don't believe in two really high quality teams that are Elite 8 to Sweet 16 caliber.
Elite 8? Wow. That would be something for us.
No, they beat.
I understand
a lot of great teams.
Historically speaking.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I haven't been to the Elite 8 since your years.
I get it, but I'm just going to tell you, did I ever call any of the other two teams last year?
You did not. I'm just saying. I guess
I'm not saying that they're going to go there. I said caliber.
Yeah,
caliber versus getting there is two different things.
My mindset has shifted because we went from that great run where it just felt like we always are going to go to the final, to the Sweet 16.
Yeah. I remember.
So now where it's like, I hope to get to the Sweet 16.
My freshman year in 2010, Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strofe running the show. Freshman year, we played Butler in New Orleans. That is a Sweet 16 game. Sophomore year, we play Syracuse at the Boston Garden, Sweet 16. Obviously took a hiatus my junior year against Ole Miss. Then Final Four, Sweet 16, Sweet 16. You do the math.
What a run. What a run.
Trust me, I love the run.
That was so fun. Those were great years.
That's why I was so upset with Greg Gard, because even after Greg Gard took over, guess
hard to follow a legend, man.
We still made it to the Sweet 16, though it was heartbreak. But we had guys like Bronson Koenig and Nigel Hayes leading us to a Sweet 16.
Well, that's the thing, because, I mean, the Badgers have had players, right? I mean, even like the Brad Davison years, things like that. It felt like the magic was lost. It felt like
Brad Davison won one tournament game.
I know, but he was still like a player.
As a starter?
Or in Milwaukee. In his whole career. Think about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, we only won one in 5 years.
Who'd they beat that year? They lost to Iowa State.
Colgate,
yes.
It just felt like the program had lost its magic, and it feels like the magic.
Come on, Aussie!
Oi! That was huge. That's momentum.
It's just talent, Kyle. It's just talent.
Oh, man. These guys, I'm glad. So what happened with him? So with Austin, what happened? Because it seemed like before he got hurt, things weren't working with him. And then what happened after where he seems like he's a better...
Kyle's got to listen to March Mode if he wants to learn this. March Mode on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. What happened with the Aussie was I was at the Fiserv Forum exhibition game where the Badgers played Oklahoma.
Oh yeah,
and he was
Oklahoma State or Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
We lost.
Yeah, and it didn't count towards a record or anything. But Rap started, right? And I saw a level of confidence from a transfer, and you kind of have that chest out. You're like, that's my moment. He was jacking shots. Not that he wasn't a good shooter, but he was jacking shots, and then he gets in the season. They have a tough non-con where he's getting beat up in the post, kind of lost a little bit of confidence, and then they started Billy Auskis. Then he got sick, and he stayed with it. And then once he found his role, here's what will help you, Kyle. Because you had said it's hard to get your mindset for the Wisconsin Badgers in the potential of Sweet 16 Elite 8 caliber team. The best teams that I've ever played on and remember being a part of when we went to those 5 out of 6 Sweet 16s and 5 out of 6 years Sweet 16 was everyone had a defined role. Everyone on this team right now, you know what you're going to get out of Nick Boyd. He's now passing the ball better, turning it over less, and scoring the hell out of it. Blackwell's your true shooter, can get to the paint, can get to the free throw line, and he does let it come to him. Andrew Rohde, despite the fact that he shot 0 free throws up to the point where he knocked him down with 10 seconds left late in that game and had 0 points.
In the last game.
Guards the best player, chases him around, allows Blackwell and Boyd to not get as tired on the defensive end. Billy Auskis, he'll have his games where he'll surprise you, but he's a big body. Go straight up, make shots tough, not try and do too much. Winter, score in the paint. Shoot it if you're open, but don't force it because you haven't shown that you're the consistent shooter. Wrap off the bench. Carrington off the bench. You have defined roles. And I feel like this is the first time I've watched the Badger team in a while where you know what you're going to get from each player when they step on the floor. No one's early in the season.
Tournament run.
Early in the season, it was not. Boyd was scaring the hell out of me. I was like, him and Blackwell, you could tell.
Oh, he's cramping.
That's all right. They'll be fine. You could tell that there was a power struggle. Not that they didn't like each other or whatever, but they had to figure out how to play with each other. And here you are as Nick Boyd passes John Blackwell yesterday's 34-point game, which was the most in a Badger Big Ten tournament game. 35 right now.
So that moves you further down the rankings as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
We're now like 6th all time?
Was there 5 on the board yesterday?
I think it was 4.
If there was 4 on the board, I was 5, then I'm 6 now.
And here's the great thing about it. Because you see the other names, the top 3 names are all guys in the last 2 seasons now.
Yeah.
John Tonje was the one who was number 1 before.
Blackwell yesterday.
Like I said, I would love to play for guard.
How many do you think you could score now?
Huh?
How many would you score now?
If I averaged 12.8 my senior year in Bo's system, 18. Easy. I'm not even joking.
I feel like we don't have those sharpshooters like we used to. We used to have some shooters.
I mean, Blackwell's a sniper.
I understand that, but like dudes who just stood in the corner and when it left your hand, I felt like it was always going to be good.
Yeah, I thought Rohde would bring a little bit more of that this year.
I mean,
you didn't even say thank you?
Yeah, he didn't. He
just gave you a giant compliment.
I ain't here for that.
Klesman was pretty good too.
Can't take out. I'm glad Strofe bullied you into talking college basketball.
Have you
It's been a
enjoyed
fun
this?
45 minutes.
I knew I wasn't going to do the Aussie. Pull it out, Nick. Thank you. You got a timeout if you need it. Know your time score. Get it out of Rap's hands, please.
All right, here we go. So now it's 10 seconds.
Right?
It's 10 seconds left now, so the ball goes in. So Blackwell.
Yeah, they're not going to foul because it's enough time. But Blackwell's going to go to the rim. Hits his pull up.
He
got fouled.
Oh, that's good.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Kyle did that. I didn't do that play-by-play.
What?
Okay.
I mean, I didn't say.
Why don't you say it on air?
You say it on air. Strofe, we're not getting in trouble. I didn't do that. I didn't say he's on the right side. Blackwell at the top right. Dribbles to the paint, just past the free throw line. 2-foot jump shot, leans away, jump shot, and a foul. I didn't do that. That's play-by-play. This is talking about Palermo's Pizza. Because Palermo's Pizza, it's Frozen Pizza Friday. I went to the store last night. The electricity went off, so I was like, I'm going to have to go back again. Nope. I did not. The electricity came back on, which meant I have a tavern-style pepperoni. I have a Boss Hog original Screamin' Sicilian waiting for my wife, my daughter, and myself because it is a Frozen Pizza Friday. You go to your local grocer's freezer, and you are going to love what you taste. They have a flavor for everyone, a style for everyone. You name it, Palermo's delivers. Jim, Matt, and Molly, they're up next in Madison. The Damn Sports Show next in Beaver Dam. We're Kyle, Brust Nortman. Rasheed Walker signed with the Panthers. For how much money? We're going to tell you. Would it have been worth the Packers to keep him? We're going to tell you that too. Easy, Kyle. Kyle, Brust Nortman, 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Wisconsin app in 2 minutes.
Kyle brings the heat and keeps it real. Ben's got the takes that make you feel. Brad's the pro with a polished stance. Strove's the glue who gives the show its stance.
It has been a bit of a quieter ride. It is a Friday morning, too. So.
Buying or selling a home isn't just a transaction. It's one of life's biggest decisions.
That's why clarity, trust, and the right guidance matter, especially in an ever-changing market.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
I'm John Lorenz.
And I'm Taylor Mangini. Our team delivers a white glove experience at every price point, combining expert negotiation, local insight, and genuine care.
Get started today with a team you can trust at wendorfteam.kw.com.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
One of the most important concepts in sports is don't drop the ball. Are you dropping the ball with your estate plan? When was it last updated? Have you even done one at all? It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jason Wilde for Walney Legal Group. There's a lot at stake for you and your family when it comes to wills, trusts, probate, and elder planning. At Walney Legal, that's all they do. Tailored documents. No confusing legal jargon. Just thoughtful guidance. Do the blocking and tackling to protect your family. Start a conversation today at WalneyLegal.com.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
Oh, one, four.
Let's go.
414.
Bucky.
414.
Let's win.
414.
Big Ten.
414.
Tourney.
414.
Turn up.
414.
Nick Bull.
414.
John
Bucket.
Blackwood. Get Bucket. Get the dub. What a comeback. For the dub.
It's not over.
They winning this game. They got they up 4.
It's March.
They up by how much, Kyle?
They're up 4 with 29 seconds left. They bet. Now look at all them great free throw shooters on the court. Oh, Andy didn't get trapped. Oh, look at
Hey. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman.
I didn't do nothing. I just said Andy didn't get trapped. I didn't say nothing else.
That could be figurative.
Alex Phillips running the show.
Figuratively trapped.
Rasheed Walker finally signs in free agency with who? The shirt that Brad is wearing, the Carolina Panthers.
Welcome to Charlotte, Rasheed Walker.
1 year? 10 mil?
What? Is that a joke? You mean to tell me Sean Ryan signed for the same amount of money or less money than Rasheed Walker?
The same amount. I think they both got $10 million a year.
Why would the Packers not
with less commitment? Because Sean Ryan got 3 years.
Why would we not be bringing him back for that amount?
Well, he was pretty. They better this puts more pressure on Jordan Morgan.
Exactly. Yeah. Jordan Morgan better deliver the goods this year because that is so reasonable.
Max value of $10 million.
That's a discount for a starting left tackle, an absolute discount. He's proven he can start at it. Now, he wasn't perfect all the time, but that even for depth, if you're saying Rasheed Walker our starter and Jordan Morgan's going to be our backup, there's value in that. That is shockingly low.
Rob Demovsky tweets, our guy, ESPN NFL Nation reporter for the Packers, saw some projections that Walker would get $20 million APV.
Dang. Yeah. Could you imagine being Rasheed right now? And just being like, counting your money. That's why you never count your money. Don't pull a Brad Nortman. Do not count your winnings before the game's over.
I'm actually in shock right now because I don't think the Green Bay Packers even thought about bringing him back. This tells me that the Green Bay Packers had made a decision that they were going to move on with Jordan Morgan because they did invest a first-round draft pick with him. But this right here, and again, we got to see what
risky business
is risky only because the one thing is what we do know is from what we have seen on the field, Rasheed Walker's a better left tackle than Jordan Morgan. The offensive line, we are hoping right now that Jordan Morgan shows up next year. We're hoping that Anthony Belton shows up. There will be a level of frustration if Jordan Morgan is not good. And Rasheed Walker is just the same guy that we expect because Rasheed Walker would be better on the offensive line than what we know than Jordan Morgan. It is important to protect the blind side of our starting quarterback in Jordan Love.
We played the game yesterday, went through every lineman. Good or elite, great, good, and average. What's Rasheed Walker?
I was just going to ask that same question.
How about that?
I probably would put him at good to average.
Yeah. Good. I'd say good.
He's a good left tackle. He's not great. He's not elite. He's not average.
He's definitely above average. He's not.
Above. That's why I said in between good and average. Yeah, we're middling it, guys.
He would have been your second best offensive lineman. Your tackles would have been the one that you actually believed in.
I told you it's March, Kyle. You never open up your mouth.
You trust and believe in.
It's not all bad, but it's not bad.
I'm guessing you're right. I'm guessing the Packers basically said, we're moving forward with Jordan Morgan. You're going to do great out there on the open market. At some point, though, almost certainly the agent, realizing the market is getting a little bit stale and a little bit thin, probably circled back to the Packers, probably circled back to Goody and Russ Ball and said, you know what? 1 year, 12.5, what do you say? The Packers probably said no. So the reality is the Packers would not have, or the Rasheed's camp would have not shopped this offer. It's so low that you shop the offer and you shop it back to the team you're with. The Packers probably turned it down. So you're saying that, there's no chance that the Packers were aware of this? Something like that?
No, they had.
You absolutely shopped this offer back to the team you were with.
Well, then I don't understand why the
Packers passed.
I guess the Packers, at this point, the Green Bay Packers had already made up their mind what their offensive line was going to be. So that's clearly what happened in this, is the Packers made up their mind.
And see, this is where with Goody, it's like he makes a move like signing Javon Hargrave, and you're like, brilliant move. Let's go. Drafting Jordan Love, my man, Tucker Kraft, Micah Parsons. But then you do things where it's like, Jordan Morgan's our guy, period.
But hang on. What would it, if you were a general manager, and you invested a first-round pick at the left tackle 2 years ago, and he's heading into his third year, and you re-sign a free agent to play over the guy you drafted to play that position? That's the predicament.
I get it, but there's a level of ongoing evaluation. You evaluated Jordan Morgan. You used a first-round draft pick on it. It can be a level of sunk cost fallacy of already putting that into it, but there's ongoing evaluation. If your ongoing evaluation says Rasheed Walker is just better than Jordan Morgan, and Jordan Morgan won't be better than Rasheed Walker, then the ongoing evaluation says I can't make a mistake twice. I need to accept what's in front of me, and I need to realize that we're in a Super Bowl window. I need to put the best.
What if it comes at the detriment of the team?
It's easy for me to say, but it's hard to basically wave the white flag on a first-round draft pick.
That's what I'm nervous about. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got caught up in this game here because we missed the first free throw, and I was trying to talk to Ben and say they call a timeout here. Do you call a timeout here to tell your team when to foul?
Yes. So right now, currently, the Badgers are down 3.
Up 3.
Or they're up 3.
Greg Gard is the classic not button the top button with
not
the tie.
button with the tie every game.
It's wild.
Do you want to?
Okay,
No, we can't talk about it. So we'll get in a second.
I would rather him do the button.
Oh gosh.
Oh, game. All right.
Woo! Woo! Ric Flair! Woo!
Badgers on to the semifinals. There's a mutual respect there with Brand Underwood and Greg Gard. I've heard growing, even though Illinois had the Badgers number until this year. But to your point, Brad,
with Rasheed Walker, yes, the fact that the Packers probably had an opportunity to match the offer, and they probably passed on it.
Everybody okay?
No, I want to kill. I want to kill you.
Kill me for what?
You were trying to talk to me. You were trying to talk to Strofe. You were watching the game.
Ben literally said in my ear, "Oh, you gotta call a timeout. I mean, you got to foul here." He said it to me, and then I was gonna try to say to him, but I was all caught up in the game. I was gonna say to him, "Yeah, is that why they called the timeout?" And he's mad at me. He literally tried to talk to me, and I responded on air.
I'm surprised I didn't foul.
Well, thank you. Trying to point the finger. But we can get back in talking about Rasheed Walker.
Let me get back to Rasheed Walker by saying this. Would you respect Goody more for saying Jordan Morgan's not our guy? I'm going to re-sign Rasheed Walker. Or would you say, my man's soft, he's not giving this guy an opportunity?
No. I would respect him more.
That was his decision point.
This is not about your ego. This is not about getting it right. This is about winning a championship. And what we already know is that at this point in his career, Jordan Morgan has not been good enough to beat out Rasheed Walker. And everything is about how much do I have to pay? If you're paying $10 million for a starting left tackle in the NFL, who we all know was beyond serviceable, and he was good enough to help the Green Bay Packers go to a Super Bowl, you bring him back for that low price. I don't give a dang what the investment was with Jordan Morgan, because if he doesn't turn out and your quarterback is running for his life and he's getting sacked from behind like that, all you have to do is look at Rasheed Walker and say, damn, I should have brought him back.
All right, I have a scenario from something you've said that I'm now trying to figure out the Goody mind, because the signing of Aaron Banks last year turned into restructuring him and pretty much guaranteeing he's on the roster this year and next year.
Yep.
At the same time, he cut Hobbs with the post-June 1 designation to save money. And then, so those are two different things. He moved on from one he knew was bad. He restructured and is believing in someone that not a lot of people have faith in. And then in this scenario, he's going with the guy that he drafted, even though it might be to the detriment of the overall offensive line in a year that you are worried about your offensive line based off the youth and experience and them never playing a snap together.
So in one area, it seems like he's cutting his losses, getting
and righting his wrongs, as Kyle had said. He likes that he's righting his wrongs.
In other places, it seems like he's doubling down.
Correct.
Like Aaron Banks.
Like there's no consistency to his methods.
And he's doubling down in a form of yes with Aaron Banks and yes with Jordan Morgan, but the combination of that's like a tripling down on a O-line position that can make or break the quality of your offense.
And the reason why I'm not so furious about, I would have been very upset about the Nate Hobbs. The Aaron Banks one I'm not as upset about, simply because he did play a little bit better. Like he trended in a better direction. So it's not
from Booty to
from Booty to being out. I mean, he wasn't playing up to the level of his contract, but he wasn't. You see the difference between Jordan Morgan and Aaron Banks. Jordan Morgan sometimes was getting bull rush, fell over. You didn't see that with Aaron Banks, right? He was hampered by injury, so you believe Jordan Morgan could be fine, not live up to that contract. But I don't think we're going to be sitting there worried about Jordan Morgan getting holding penalties, getting false starts, and just being terrible. I think he's just not going to be a mauler and a guy that's going to be the heart and soul of that offensive line like you were expecting hhim to be.
Yeah, and I just wonder, what could this O-line be with a quality repeat starter like Rasheed Walker? I'm still stunned by the 1 year, $10 million. That's it. That is such a discount for a starting left tackle.
I'll be the one to say it. The Green Bay Packers and Goody, he made a mistake by signing Aaron Banks last year because Elton Jenkins.
That's all I've been bringing up.
Because Elton Jenkins was a better guard. Elton Jenkins was a significantly better guard than Aaron Banks. And to be honest, I mean, Elton Jenkins coming off an injury could, again, next year for the Cleveland Browns, could be a better guard than what we have in Aaron Banks for a lot less money. There's a great possibility of that.
Now, do we do this every year, or does it happen to be something where we are then going to look around more than ever because Halfley's in Miami and there are so many free agents this year that we're going to be looking at all the play, like Stokes and Myers moving on from them, it wasn't like, oh, we got to watch Eric Stokes, we got to watch Josh Myers. But is it going to be more of what's Quay Walker doing? What's Rasheed Walker doing? What's Elton Jenkins doing? What's Jeff Hafley and Malik Willis doing? Is there going to be more looking around with a side eye of the guys and the people you had in the building versus who's in your building now?
Yeah, because Stokes and Myers, those guys didn't elicit big contracts, so you're expecting them not to do much. If Quay Walker, Rasheed Walker, Malik Willis, I mean, the guys that were the part of your fabric of your team, obviously Malik Willis is the backup, but if those guys go out and perform really well, the market's already said, at least for Quay Walker, very valuable to some degree. If those guys go out and continue to play really well, my question will be, why weren't they thriving in the Packer system to be able to make this Packer team better when they were there? Because the market has spoken and said they're valuable players. They've been scouted, they've been looked at on film, and said they're valuable players worth a premium contract. So if they play to those contracts, my question would be, how come they didn't perform that well? They played well, but not great with the Green Bay Packers.
There's only a couple that I'll be watching, and I'm telling you, Elton Jenkins and Rasheed Walker on the offensive line are for sure going to be it. As we talked about earlier during the show here on Kyle Brust Nortman, go back on ESPN Wisconsin on the app to listen back to that. But if the offensive line becomes the Achilles heel for the offense, of course we're going to be watching what is happening with Elton Jenkins and what is happening with Rasheed Walker, because based off what you have on the offensive line now, those guys were keepable, right? They definitely were, and you made a decision not to keep him. Now, Elton Jenkins is a little bit rougher because of what his contract was, and I don't know if a restructure would have been the thing that you would have did, especially with already having Aaron Banks, but we will be comparing Aaron Banks to Elton Jenkins this year, who will go back to guard, and we will be comparing Jordan Morgan to Rasheed Walker at left tackle. That's exactly what the comparisons will be.
Coming up next, we will relive Kyle Brust Nortman. We've done this for 2 weeks, and it's gotten better every week. We'll see if Strofe can live up to expectations. Coming up next on Guess Who on Kyle Brust Nortman.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
I put my card in, I pump. When it clicks, I pull it out, I put it away, and I move on to my own.
That's what she said. Thanks so much, Olte.
She pumped and moves on with her life.
Take it out, put it in, move down. That's what she said. Come on, Kyle. Keep up. That's Packers Hall of Famer. That was one of my better ones, and he's confused.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We are still dealing with a crash southbound 43 at Keefe. The left shoulder is blocked right now, so watch for delays heading past that scene, and those delays continue all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. We've also got backups northbound on 41. We've got a crash at Burleigh that has the two left lanes blocked, so delays are starting from right about Mayfair Road all the way up to Burleigh. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, still very windy, a low of 28. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance for light snow at night, 1 to 3 inches possible to the north, a high of 36. Weather's brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Another two-man scramble tournament is underway. Play Georgia Golf Club for a shot at cash prizes. Must play by March 31st. Sign up now at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
You bid, they benefit. It's that simple. WTMJ's Kristen Bry here to tell you that WTMJ is hosting a silent auction for the Milwaukee Diaper Mission. And the auction is live now. Bid now at WTMJcares.com. Bid on game-worn Giannis gear, a signed bat from Brewers slugger Andrew Vaughn, and a golf foursome at Morningstar Golf Club. You score something amazing, local families get the diapers they desperately need. Auction closes Friday. Bid now at WTMJcares.com.
Spring is here, and living with your old, drafty, foggy, dirty, hard-to-open, bad windows is no longer an option. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Kyle Brust Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance backed service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Look, it's Jake from our store in Kenosha.
Hi, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick. Your email said you had a big surprise. Look and tell me what you see.
Wow, I see 9 perfect examples of the classic diamond solitaire engagement ring.
They're gorgeous.
These rings are exactly what people imagine when they hear the words engagement ring.
Monica, do you think it will always be like that?
Evermore.
That long?
And each of these is 3/4 of a carat.
$998.
Unbelievable. So how much do we sell them for?
That is how much we sell them for. Can we do that?
We're the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America, Rick. We can do anything we want.
But for how long?
Evermore.
People can choose any of the 9 most popular style solitaires, 3/4 of a carat, and each of them was created in the heart of a miniature star.
5 different diamond shapes, 2 colors of gold. Evermore, just $998.
Or $1498 with 1 carat diamond center with diamonds on the side.
Learn more at KesslersDiamonds.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Badgers advance to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. It's Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Rasheed Walker signs a 1-year, $10 million max value with the Carolina Panthers. That's an intriguing one that we just talked about. You can go back and listen to ESPN Wisconsin app or YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. It's time now for a new game we've been playing. It might feel similar to Week in Read Shoe if you listen to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. What did Kyle say on Guess Who?
All right, so we've made it 3 weeks. Are we keeping this as a segment?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody likes it?
I think it's hilarious.
Well, it's kind of our rule of thumb. If we do something 3 times and we decide we like it, we're keeping it forever.
Did that just get established?
No, that's like kind of a rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well, it is time to listen to things Kyle said throughout the week, and you guys get to tell me what the hell he's talking about. Let's start with clip number 1.
Uh-oh. You look confused.
Ben Brust, why did Kyle open a segment saying you looked confused?
You must have been talking in my ear or something.
Uh-oh. You look confused.
Perplexed.
All right?
I don't know what I'm doing tonight at 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, for the kiddo.
The WBA teaching the youth of aspiring broadcasters.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to the WBA children.
Children?
They were sliding Strofe DMs, right, Strofe?
No. Well, kind of, I guess. I knew somebody's dad, and he went to my high school, and nice kid.
Oh, nice.
What? Nothing. Clip number 2.
I'll take a little girl, but you said 4. I know what we're talking about, but damn, Stroke, you need to be careful. We need to be careful, okay? Because people might be getting in the car and they may hear that. I'll take a little girl, but you said 4. Yeah, it's talking about me having children, having a daughter. But damn, Stroke, come on now.
Oh, you having 4 daughters.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But you gotta be careful with that now. You're trying to make me out to be a creep. I'll take a little girl, but I'll take a little girl, but you said 4. Absolutely not.
Now you shouldn't do that.
I only want 4 boys.
I clicked the wrong button.
4 boys, but I only want 4 boys.
Man, you just...
I'll take a little girl, but you said 4. 4 is excessive. I only want 4 boys. I mean, I'll be happy with 4 boys, but I only want 4 boys.
Man, you just...
Any take-backsies on these?
Why would I take back? I don't want 4 children.
Yeah, but the way you got excited about 4 boys, I could do that, but I couldn't do 4 girls.
Acceptable.
Bro, are y'all kidding me? 4 boys? Y'all wouldn't be excited about 4 boys? Brad, you got 3 boys at home.
3 boys is awesome.
You just can't. Are you so excited?
You're telling me you wouldn't want a girl?
I do want a girl.
But
One girl.
But you already have 3 boys. You won the game for you. It's gonna be all these
lot of fun.
all these
It's a lot of
Nortmans
fun.
on the field. All the Nortmans. Brad gonna be at the game.
Come on now,
All
play out
the Nortman boys are just wrecking havoc against quarterbacks.
Are you going to have, if all 3 of them do play football, will you have like a custom jersey with all of their numbers?
Lexi will.
Like some way to represent all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Lexi definitely will. I'll probably just be the guy that just wears like a quarter zip.
Yeah, he'll wear like a Brookfield Central quarter zip that got donated to him, if that's where they go ultimately.
Yeah, I don't know. And Lexi definitely will. Though.
Well, yeah, but she's a
love her
fashionista.
boys. Yeah,
you
she
are
is.
not.
She'll
You
do it
wear-
very tastefully.
You wear clothes you've owned for 12 years.
Yeah, this shirt is probably
older than that.
Probably 13 years old.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sourceful.
Yeah.
But no, I'll take whatever the Lord blessed me with, to be honest.
You lie.
No.
Changed his tune quite a bit the last
What the
48
hell
hours.
What am I going to do?
Clip number 3.
But she knew he was cheating. She knew he was cheating.
Brad Nortman, who is cheating?
What? I
Play
know.
it again. Play it again.
Yeah.
But she knew he was cheating.
I
She
know.
knew he was cheating.
Who were we talking about?
I knew Brad was going to struggle with this. He hates relationship drama.
Can I help him?
No.
She knew he was cheating. I do remember talking about this, but who are we talking about? Oh, Dak Prescott.
Yeah!
Dak Prescott.
Dakota.
In the double bachelorette parties.
Yeah, Dakota was cheating.
Yeah.
Talk about she's surprised.
You got the full
She
context?
knew he was cheating. She knew he was cheating. It was that prenup where she said, "No, I ain't signing this. I stuck with you through all the infidelity, all these different women, and now you want me to sign a prenup?"
That was so good, Kyle. That was so good.
Rather accusatory of Sarah Ramos.
Listen,
Kyle knows.
I keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with y'all. We know what it is. Hell, she knew what it was. She knew he was cheating, and then he had the audacity to slide that paper in front of her. She said, "Oh hell."
But she said that's not true.
No, she's a lie. Okay, she's a lie. You gonna believe everything
But they
she
have
say?
a child.
What is that?
So he's going to have to pay child support.
Yeah, but
that's
there's a
different
whole
than
lot more.
splitting in a divorce.
Yeah, 50-50 is different than like 15%.
Payments.
Yeah, I would rather do 15% or 19, whatever it is, than 50%.
There's a reason that George Strait said all my exes live in Texas.
Oh.
Dude, is there something good in Texas?
Strove told us, or somebody called in or something, that Texas has the best divorce.
Brad.
I was
Why
saying
would
that,
I
like,
know that?
Texas, but when I was going through the NFL symposium, they were saying get your child support cases in Texas for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know the details behind
But how come you didn't bring that up when you were telling us that?
I did.
That all your exes live the George Strait?
That just came to me right now.
George Strait does not have any real-life ex-wives or widely known public ex-girlfriends, as he's been married to his high school sweetheart, Norma Strait, since 1971.
Well, no, wait. But all his exes, he could have had a girl in high school or middle school, and they
Or he just letting you know. Or he's just letting you know if it does happen. He knows people that the exes are.
The exes mentioned in his famous 1987 hit song, All My Exes Live in Texas, are fictional, referring to names like Rosanna, Eileen, and Dimples.
Dimples?
Drake used that line, all my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait. Or tuition is handled by some other who live in Atlanta.
Okay, next.
That's a good song.
All right, clip number 4.
I want him to throw many interceptions. I want us to win.
What are you talking about in this clip?
We want Malik Willis to throw as many interceptions as possible when the Packers play the Dolphins.
I remember
What?
this one.
That's what I was thinking.
I remember this one.
So that's not right, because that sounded exactly right to me.
Oh. If Caleb Williams is the quarterback for the flag football in 2028, I want him to throw many interceptions. I want us to win, but I want him to fail. I want to laugh at Bears fans. Like, sell your flag.
Sell your flag.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, Homer's so good.
Dang,
All right, to go above 50%, we're 2 for 4 right now, fellas.
All right.
This is the final one.
Is it for Kyle?
I will ask after I play the clip. Clip number 5.
That's not part of the plan?
Kyle, who were you talking to and what was the plan?
Wow,
What?
that's incredibly
That's
vague.
not fair.
Part of the
Incredibly
plan?
vague.
That's not part of the plan? Where
The
were
way
we-
you said it, though, could lead to some context. I need to hear it one more time.
That's not part of the plan?
It's not Green Bay Packer related. Because you have more conviction. You'd be like, that's not part of the plan, Goody?
Yeah. It had to be some type of nonsense that we had that wasn't part of the plan. Greg wasn't on this week either.
I don't know.
That's not
this
part
one.
of the plan?
Are we getting close?
Yeah, you're getting closer. I'll help and say this was yesterday.
That's not part of the plan? Bro, that's not part of the plan? Was it something about being fat? Me working out? Somebody working out?
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Here is the full context.
I don't have the luxury of doing that, and Strofe doesn't have the luxury of kind of just chilling out because I believe they're going to try to have kids within 2 years after getting married.
Oh, wow.
And so what?
Who told you that?
Oh, that's not part of the plan?
And then I was like, wait, are you sitting in with Strofe and his fiance when they're planning when to have kids?
The kid he doesn't stop talking. He says everything. That's not part of the plan? I know it's part of his plan.
I've never said that.
Yes, so you have said it's part of it.
2 years?
No, not in less than 2 years. Yeah, after you get married, within 2 years of getting married, you plan on having kids.
This being brought up on the show elicit any conversations between you and your fiance last night?
It did not.
Oh,
you don't plan on having
kids
kids
quickly.
You don't plan on having kids 2 years after you get within 2 years of getting married.
I got to get married first. I don't know. Oh. I wouldn't doubt it. I guess
the dude that was planning.
It's part of the plan.
Yeah, exactly. It's part of the plan.
It's not part of the plan.
It's not hard and fast. We haven't set a timeline.
Dude, you guys went over wedding vows on the first date. How do you have plans for kids?
You don't have
we do want to have kids.
How many kids do you want?
2.
You guys both firm on that?
Yeah. My brother is 3. That's too many. No offense.
Bro, 3's awesome. It's a lot of work.
I know.
But it's awesome.
I witnessed it up close and personal in Florida. It's a lot of work.
I don't know about Strofe anymore in his relationship. They used to talk about everything.
We still do, Ben.
Not when the
not
what the plan is.
We're wedding planning.
Why are you wedding planning?
Why?
Yeah.
What do you mean, why am I wedding planning?
Why are you wedding planning?
Well, because today, actually, Benny, today, do you know what today is?
National get down on one knee.
No. Today is 1 month of engagement.
Oh my God!
He said that. No. That's also another thing. In the office today, he yelled out in the office for everybody to hear. He said, "I've been engaged for a month." Did he not? Madison 24.
God, did he spin around in a circle?
He might as well have. I'm telling you,
I've been engaged for a month.
And I said, "Are you going to do this every month?"
It's been 2 months. I'm engaged.
He's going to do it all the time.
That's so funny.
Where did it all start?
It all started at Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield. 3 locations in the Milwaukee area. Wisconsin's most trusted name in diamonds. Lab-grown, natural, all the in-betweens. I had no idea what I was doing. I said it 100 times when I worked with Leslie at the Greenfield location of Robert Hack Diamonds. I've never bought an engagement ring before. I kind of knew what she wanted, but I wasn't exactly sure how to do it. And they helped me every step of the way, all the way to 1 month ago when I got down on one knee, and she gave me the best yes of my entire life because of the team at Robert Hack Diamonds. They built my fiance's dream ring. If you, like me, are looking to take that next step with somebody you love, there's only one place to go, and it's Wisconsin's most trusted name in diamonds. It's Robert Hack Diamonds. 1 location in Greenfield, 2 in Brookfield, 1 on the north side, 1 on the south side. And just like me, you'll be saying, heck yeah, with the team at Robert Hack Diamonds.
Let's give away some frozen pizza Friday on the other side. It's Kyle, Brust Nortman.
This is Kyle, Brust Nortman, KBN.
Brent is crazy. Strofe is emotional. I don't want to get in between none of this.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Delays continue along southbound 41 from Silver Spring all the way down to Burleigh. Watch out for that. The northbound side is backing up from Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Burleigh, where there is an accident at Burleigh off on the left shoulder. Southbound on 43, we've got backups from North Avenue all the way down through the Marquette. The left shoulder is blocked at Locust with a crash as well. We've got some backups on the bypass as well. From about Oklahoma Avenue, you're slowing down southbound all the way around the Hale interchange all the way to 51st. Traffic is brought to you by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit geistdoors.com and don't think twice, call Geist. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, partly cloudy and still windy with a low of 28. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance for light snow at night, 1 to 3 inches possible to the north, a high of 36. Weather's brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Amber Wilson.
I don't know off of just last season how you're already out on J.J. McCarthy. The body of work doesn't seem long enough to me. We're not giving patience to these quarterbacks. We're going to extend patience to Kyler Murray, a guy who flamed out in the league in regards to his expectations coming in as a number 1 overall pick. We're going to give him patience in Minnesota, but not the guy that you actually spent your draft pick on. That guy we're going to punt after what we saw in a snippet of a season because we've decided to bring in this other guy who is now being let go at his team that drafted him. This is what we do with these quarterbacks. And I don't think the J.J. McCarthy issue is that he needs a fire under his butt. And so we need to bring in Kyler Murray so there's competition in the locker room. That's not what's going to happen here. What's going to happen here is you bring in Kyler Murray. It's going to crush the confidence of J.J. McCarthy, and it's going to end J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Hope you're having a happy Friday. Catching up here, the Badgers win in overtime against Illinois down at the United Center in Chicago to advance to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. Rasheed Walker is officially a former Green Bay Packer, signing for $10 million maximum of what he can make for 1 year with the Carolina Panthers.
Crazy.
They're placing their money on their first-round draft pick, Jordan Morgan, to be the left tackle of the future, which Alex Strofe had once said, the franchise left tackle of the future.
This is tough, man. This is tough. Jordan Morgan, big shoes. I mean, the shoes aren't huge, but Jordan Morgan got to fill them.
Got to fill the shoes that were there, which was a serviceable left tackle.
You got to be at least good, because that's what Rasheed Walker was.
This better be at least good. Wheel of Stro 3.0.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stro.
Another day, another buckaroonie on the Wheel of Stro 3.0. I've got a wheel. It's got colors. Different colors mean different things. I've got topics that we're going to talk about, and it all starts right now on
Wheel of Stro.
Good intro, good spin.
Oh, open one. I love when NFL players don't tell us what they're truly feeling or what they truly mean until like years later. And what I mean more specifically by that is how to pronounce their names when we've been incorrectly pronouncing
I actually
their names.
hate this.
Well, it happens every year around free agency and every year around training camp. We've got a new one. The newest New Orleans Saint, former Jaguars running back.
Are we saying his former name?
I'm going to say former name first, and then I will let him explain the new name. Travis Etienne Jr. at his introductory press conference.
So growing up, it's Travis Etienne. So it'd be like Achane. And that's how you always said Travis Etienne. But when I went to college, I kept telling them my name like every day. And like after like 4 weeks, they just couldn't get it. So I'm like, man, it's Etienne.
Achane. Travis Etienne Jr.
It's not hard.
Achane's not hard, but my question is it spelled the same way that Etienne is, just pronounced Achane?
Oh, my God. That might be the dumbest question you've ever asked.
Why is that dumb?
You think we're spelling his name wrong?
No, like, it's just hard for me to connect Ettiene to Achane.
You spelled it wrong, but it's fine.
Close enough.
Yeah. So, Ben, if somebody calls you Ben Brust, do you think they would start spelling it Broost instead of how you actually spell your last name? That's the question you just asked us.
Yeah. It makes sense now that you spelled it out.
Like, you think the back of your jersey...
I get it now.
You get what?
It's spelled this way. It's just pronounced differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
I had it. Like, it is hard for me to connect the way it's spelled to Achane.
Well, I think
it's crazy that there's another
You see where
guy,
I'm coming from?
There's another running back
It's
by the
way
last
off.
name of Achane.
Yeah,
It's spelled
Devon
very
Achane
different.
spelled
confusing.
That's
another
Chane.
Yeah.
Achane.
Yeah, it looks like Achane. Sounds like Achane. I am shocked. If someone was pronouncing my name wrong for years,
I'd be like, get it right.
Dude, I would not relent until somebody got it right.
Yeah.
How can you just let that go? It's strange to me.
Yeah, I think this one is weird. I'm with Ben. I think it is the fact that I'm looking at it, they're like from Louisiana to some Creole background, and it might be French, so I don't speak French. I don't speak Belovuf, Geechee, Yaya, Dada. I don't speak any of that. So I don't know. But I'm assuming that has to be it because in America, that's it. Oh, look at you. You know the song. Okay. Look at you.
Wheel
Stro. I didn't know you was a Moulin Rouge boy. I kind of want to do push-ups, Stro.
It's green again, unfortunately. This might be the best Wheel of Stro topic I've ever had.
You ready to be underwhelmed?
Flop.
Yes. Tomorrow is National Write Down Your Story Day.
I sit out of nationals.
Oh, he's going to be happy he sat out of this one because right here.
Oh, wow. You still have that?
As you may know, tomorrow is supposed to be a very snowy day. So dated February 13th, ironically the day I got engaged, 2001. Wow. February 13th, the day of my engagement, just 25 years earlier. February 13th, 2001. A man by the name of Benjamin Brust wrote this essay labeled, What You Can Do in the Snow.
Wow.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
snow day tomorrow. You can do many things in the snow. You can have snow fights. You can go sledding. You can build snow forts. These are many things you can do in the snow. You can have snow fights. He just said that. You need packing snow. You need someone to do it with. If you get lucky, you can dodge them. Sometimes you can build a fort.
Oh, no, I keep repeating myself.
You start from the bottom to the top.
Is there a grade on this?
You can hide in a fort. You can hide for snow fights.
What? We're jumping around like crazy.
Dude, weren't you in like the 5th grade? You're in the 4th grade at this time?
Wait, when is this?
2001.
I'm not 10 years old? It's like 2nd grade.
No, you were like 5th grade.
10 years old.
No,
not
10 years old.
Okay, 12 years old. 12 years old. This is 4th grade.
You can.
That's like at least the 4th grade.
You can go sledding. You need a sled. You can go off bumps. You need a hill to go down. As you can see,
There's a lot of stuff you can do in the snow.
There are really, there really are many things to do in the snow. You can have snow fights. You can build snow forts.
He's saying this fourth time.
You lying. You lying.
Did your parents not check your work?
You can build snow forts. You can go sledding. Now you can try all of these great things in the snow with 3 exclamation points.
Where's the grade at?
Really good from Miss Bila.
Oh, Miss Bila's a joke.
Way too soft.
Oh, this is 3rd grade. Kelly O'Kelly. We talked to her.
Oh, Kelly O'Kelly.
We talked to her at
Miss
State
Bila
Fair.
says, I really like your ideas. I think you can improve on fixing spelling mistakes.
Wow,
That's 3rd grade.
You were never pushed hard enough.
That's 3rd
academically.
So you're 9, 8 and 9?
Here are some words I misspelled. Build. B-U-L-D. Not bad. Bottom. B-O-D-D-A-M.
In the 4th or 3rd grade?
Third.
You know how to spell bottom?
Show some grace.
B-O-D-D.
Were you in a class where they
Bottom. I was sounding it out.
Phonics.
Were you the kids?
Phonics.
Were you the kid that got dragged out? You and the 4 other kids in the class got dragged out to the smaller class?
No, never.
Oh, well, they missed you. Missed one.
You fell through the cracks, Ben.
You did.
March 22nd,
we paid him off to
2001.
keep me in the regular class.
Persuasive essay.
Look at that cursive right there. Here's Brad out.
What grade is
This
that?
was written on March 22nd.
What is he trying to persuade us of?
And the title is, We Need Summer Break Now.
Oh, wow. What year?
2001 as well. About a month later. Wow. I'm not going to read that one. I can't read your cursive.
Wow.
Talking about dying art cursive and reading cursive.
Wow.
Talk about reevaluating your life at age 35.
You sure you're still out on national days? National Write Down Your Story Day.
Can you make sure that your daughter works closely with your wife? I just want to make sure that she gets the best education she can.
I got into Stanford.
Yeah, because you can.
And Harvard.
Basketball was your only way out.
Harvard and Stanford accept to be into their schools.
Because you can shoot a basketball, bro. You were good. You were good at basketball, not school.
They were desperate. Desperate.
Still all those perfect ACTs that didn't get in.
That's wild, you guys.
Isn't that wild?
That is
when you think about it.
That's unbelievable.
You have to have a 36 ACT
to get into like Harvard.
all the extracurriculars.
You literally dragged
Johnny
down.
Dawkins, head coach at I think UCF, who played at Duke, was the head coach, and he said, "I'm gonna do anything to get that Ben in." Even though his grades, we made him retake the ACT 3 times to get better than a 23. Cannot do it.
Were they not concerned about academic eligibility?
Well, he's eligible. It's just the standards.
No,
He
I'm
didn't meet
saying
the standards.
you get there. So let's say Ben goes to Stanford or goes to Harvard. How are you going to stay eligible?
They got
I would have found a way.
Yeah, they would have did the work.
Like the University of Wisconsin's a good school.
Yeah, it's really good.
I got a 2.9.
2.9.
Solid.
It's pretty good.
Not raving about it, but it's solid.
There are non-athletes that get a 2.9.
You got a lot of help.
No, actually, I didn't need a lot of help.
How many credits of directed study did you
tell
get?
us he's cheated before?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't need a lot of help. I just need my eyes.
Got it.
Yeah, got it. Let's give away some pizza. That's what I do really well.
Ooh.
Might not be writing, might not be reading, might not be math, might not be science, might not be social studies, but eating frozen pizza is something I do amazing. Let's go with caller. I can't believe someone who is currently listening to Strofe read my 3rd grade essay is going to still be listening to something I am doing professionally and calling to win pizza. Caller number 12, 800-990-3776. Caller number 12, you're going to go into the weekend on Frozen Pizza Friday with a dub under your belt. 800-990-3776. That's 800-990-ESPN. Frozen Pizza Friday, courtesy of Palermo's. Caller 12, 800-990-3776. Good luck.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Ben, the irony of you saying this guy sounds like a tool and thinks he's better than everybody else.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wildy and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
When Milwaukee families need help, the United Way is there, reducing barriers to employment, providing transportation, safe and stable homes, and more for over 192,000 people.
And this month, CUNIS is proud to stand beside them. Hi, I'm Bill Eater with CUNIS of Milwaukee.
And I am Tony Avery with the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County. During the CUNIS Drives Milwaukee 1000 event, they're donating $100 to the United Way for every vehicle sold.
Our goal this month is simple: 1,000 vehicles across 3 CUNIS Milwaukee dealerships.
For a $100,000 donation to the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County.
To help us reach our goal, you'll find incredible deals on all new and pre-owned vehicles at our 3 locations in Greenfield, Oak Creek, and Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall.
Be a part of driving Milwaukee forward at the CUNIS Drives Milwaukee 1000 event.
Start your search today at CUNISMKE.com. That's CUNISMKE.com.
Heck yeah! It's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stroh for my friends at Robert Hack Diamonds. Listen, when it came to buying an engagement ring for my now fiance, I had no idea what I was doing, which is why I went to the team at Robert Hack. I heard her say words like radiant cut and solitaire, but to be real honest, I didn't really know what that meant. So I wrote it down, I brought it to the team at Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield, and they knocked it out of the park. It's true, if you've never been through this process before, the team at Robert Hack are absolute experts. 3 locations in the Milwaukee area, 1 in Greenfield, Brookfield South, and Brookfield North. If you're looking to take the next step like I did, and your girlfriend maybe is posting things on her Pinterest page or is showing you pictures, bring it into Robert Hack. They'll do their best to duplicate a dream ring for her, just like they did for my fiance. Moral of the story, if you were like me and you want to start, you just don't really know where, the answer's clear. Visit one of the 3 Robert Hack locations in the Milwaukee area. Just like me, at the end, you'll say, heck yeah, with Robert Hack Diamonds. And RobertHackDiamonds.com, that's RobertHackDiamonds.com.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Viroqua sophomore Elias Schwemm. Schwemm delivered a dominant postseason performance, pouring in 37 points, grabbing 14 rebounds, and adding 5 assists in Viroqua's 68-63 regional semifinal win over West Salem, the program's first regional semifinal victory since 2000. Earlier this season, she surpassed the 1,000-point career milestone as just a sophomore and is averaging 23 points per game, helping lead Viroqua to a 16-9 record. A standout 3-sport athlete who also competes in cross-country and track and field, Schwemm continues to make her mark across every season. Congratulations to Elias Schwemm, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Homer here from ESPN Milwaukee. What makes living at 3 Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Dave.
The campus is beautiful. For me, nature is my church, and I love being outside. We live by the Bark River, and it's just it's calming. It just calms my soul. I just love it. A lot of the people, I'm talking about 100-year-old people, 90 years old, say they credit 3 Pillars with living longer.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We're wrapping up the ESPN Wisconsin forward 4 hour of Kyle, Brust, and Nortman for the Homer Hour. And since Brad asked me a question about tournaments and NCAA tournaments, conference tournaments help you in the NCAA tournament, I didn't answer that. The expert of the show did, and Alex Stroh. So the expert of the show is going to give a best bet courtesy of Potawatomi Casino Hotel right now, since he knows better than I do.
It's time for Ben
Alex
Brust's
Stroh.
Best Bets. Sponsored by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. There's a table waiting for you at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. 12 bars and restaurants, a winning seat at 40 table games or 3,000 slot machines, and full-service sports betting. Explore more at paysbig.com.
Time now for Alex Strope's best bet. Luis from Potawatomi, I apologize. Here you go, Strophe.
It's the best time of the year. So many great games to choose from. So many different conferences battling it out at the top.
Okay, I don't need the pizzazz. What's the best bet?
I don't like that Homer's rolling his eyes at me. It's making
Because
me
he's
very
doing the
insincere.
whole thing. It's the most wonderful
He probably
time.
loved AAA baseball and AA baseball, too. These are conference tournaments that mean nothing, most of them. And the good teams, they don't mean anything there. They're just playing for fun. Ask Wisconsin. They don't make the Sweet 16. Nobody gives a hoot what they do in the Big Ten tournament.
No argument for me there, but I will say this. There are still teams vying for position in the NCAA tournament.
The only person that does care is Greg Gard, because you can't get fired for having as much success as he has, even if he doesn't get to the Sweet 16.
Okay. You'd know.
Yeah, I mean, you get to the Final Four in an 18-team league, beating Illinois, already beat Michigan, already beat Purdue. You're secure. Now, I agree that they need to get to a Sweet 16, but security is there for Greg Gard because of what they've done in the second half of the season.
I would agree with that. I didn't know it was an issue. Anyway.
It's not an issue, but I'm saying every year with the heightened expectations of needing it to the Sweet 16, if you don't, you better have something behind it to prove that you deserve to be the coach, is all I'm saying.
I would agree.
Tonight, 8 o'clock, it's UCLA versus Michigan State.
I already placed the Potawatomi Casino Hotel, so I can't wait to see what side you're on.
I'm on the right side of history. I'm with the Spartans. It's
I'm
March.
on UCLA. That's so good. That makes me so happy.
5.5?
Wow.
Did you get a 5.5?
UCLA plus 5.5 at Potawatomi Sportsbook.
I love Michigan State covering tonight. They're fresh.
That makes me
I don't
so
even know.
happy.
Michigan State's in for sure. Is
They're
UCLA in?
Yeah,
they're in now, yeah. If they weren't already.
Both in. I love this so much.
Can I get odds on the UCLA coach being mad about something?
Oh, that's minus 1 million.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's mad about everything.
By the
world
way,
is always against him.
By the way, can I interrupt that? You made your pick. I want to apologize to all of you. I was really rude yesterday, and
Oh, no.
you're all very
you weren't
smart.
rude enough.
You're very smart, and everybody has opinions that
Oh,
are weird.
Are you admitting that Wilt Chamberlain didn't score 100
No,
points?
I'm just saying. I understand
he
that
came
you're not.
to his
No.
senses.
No.
I see
Get
it.
some
Never
fact
mind. Hold on.
checking
I like
and-
that.
Let him have his piece.
Hold on. I take back that. Whatever I said, I now believe. Never mind. Go back to picking games.
Hang on. You know what? Actually, Homer, tell us about Wilt Chamberlain for 30 seconds.
Why do he has something else to do? That's all. He doesn't give a hoot.
Welcome to Ben Brust's world.
No.
Use us and abuse us.
Wemby is not the new Wilt, but he's kind of like it. He's odd, and I expect him to score. He'll break the 83 before his career's over, and I think he can break 100 if he wants.
What's the most impressive thing Wilt Chamberlain ever did? Single most impressive thing.
At 58, bench pressed 585 pounds.
Is there a video?
585.
Of course not.
No, but
I did that at 27.
Hold on.
At 50, there still wasn't
was there
videos
to
in the
witness
70s
it?
and 80s?
I don't know if it was Arnold Schwarzenegger
I'm back.
or who the other people were.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wow, this is a tall tale. This is Paul Bunyan.
Reasons why.
I think he ran a 10-300.
Send it my way, please. We spent way too much time on Wilt Chamberlain.
Sorry.
Send it my way here.
500.
There is no video footage, only a radio broadcast in the fourth quarter. The game was played in a small arena with 4,000 fans, about half the capacity. The most historic game happened in a random arena with barely anyone there. Fishy. No New York media at the game. The Knicks were the opponent, but no New York reporters attended. A record game involving a New York team with no New York media? Fishy.
Hold on. I believe you'd find there were media people from supporting.
What, Hershey, Pennsylvania?
No, that were probably
Hershey,
from
Pennsylvania?
New Jersey or
It's all
somewhere. They were
conspiracy,
next.
Homer, because they wanted to get eyes on the NBA. And what could they do? Use the tall stilt Wilt to get
because
to take a photo
you
with
need
100.
to get attention to Wilt. He averaged 50 points a game.
But no,
Scorekeeping was looser in the 1960s as well.
How many?
Keep going.
No digital box scores. Could have been manually inputted incorrectly.
Once you score 100 in a game, everybody's talking about it.
Hold on. What if I get someone who was there?
I would want to know.
I would love to interview
I
that
want to know
person.
the location. I would want to have them prove that that's where they were. I want the ticket stub. I bet the ticket stub doesn't exist
want
either.
a ticket stub?
Yeah, how come that thing's not
So
selling
someone
right
who
now for
says
money?
they were there doesn't count.
No,
They need
ticket
to
stub.
prove that they were
Coach
there.
on one of the teams.
I was at the Super Bowl when
Danny
the Packers won it.
What?
I was at the Super Bowl when the Packers won it.
Prove them wrong.
Yeah, you can't prove me wrong. I was there.
I could prove you wrong.
How?
By finding who you were with that day. And
We
other
can't
people that
find any
said
of the
they
4,000 people in Hershey, Pennsylvania to interview.
So
'Cause it
if
didn't
I have
happen.
someone who says they were there, that isn't good enough?
No, we need a ticket stub. Kyle was at this Packers Super Bowl.
All right. A ticket stub would prove there was a game.
Correct.
There was a game.
Okay.
There was a game.
All right, deal. We'll do.
Fourth quarter radio broadcast?
Why did they only do the fourth quarter?
Yeah, you do radio broadcast for
I don't.
Marquette.
They did the whole game. They just
Because
don't
it was
have
already planned out. They
They
had
don't have
all
a-
the equipment ready, but they decided to
They
turn it on the
don't
fourth
have
quarter.
a copy of it. Doesn't mean it didn't exist.
They had it
Dude,
all
newspapers
planned out, Homer.
newspapers don't count. There were how many?
They can lie, Homer. Everybody can be in on it. Come on now.
It was a facade to drive ratings up.
They planned this out. They said in the fourth quarter.
What
we're
if
gonna
there
do
were
radio
100
broadcasts.
newspaper reports from around the country?
There wasn't, though.
There wasn't 100
There wasn't
reporters
100
there.
people in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
We're destroying
No
Homer's
New
childhood.
York media?
That's what you're. Ben, stop it. You're destroying his childhood by telling him his childhood
that's on
hero.
me.
I
That's
should
on
stop.
me.
Why-
I can't believe I wanted
Homer,
to apologize to the three of you.
Homer, you know
That's
what?
the dumbest thing I've ever
Yeah,
done.
it really is, Homer.
Homer, you
Can't
were right.
believe you've done to
You
apologize.
scored 100.
We
You're right.
apologize
No,
for ruining
I'm
your
gonna get a
childhood.
ticket. I'm going to
You're
get
right.
a ticket
It could have been
stub.
more,
I'm going to
honestly.
get a ticket stub.
Now we need to get it to a pawn shop because you could have AI'd this ticket stub
I
now.
understand the standards you will have for a ticket
Yeah.
stub.
Uh-huh. Homer Hour with some fake
With ticket
stats
stubs.
about Wilt Chamberlain next.
Milwaukee, they tune.
He was actually on 6-1.
Things are cleared up on 41 right near Burleigh. Still a little bit